Hmm.
You will watch the new Anthony Rogers comedy set on Soapbox via MetaQuest. Yes, we just interrupted the Anthony Rogers show, but I promise it's worth it. Anthony came into Atlanta, came into our system, this is no AI, and he performed a comedy set that is now turned into a hologram that you can walk around in your living room, sit down, listen to him say some of the craziest shit ever. You gotta check it out.
Hi, my name is Anthony. I guess I do comedy today. I was kidnapped by this company called Soapbox, and they told me to talk to you guys. They're going to kill me if I don't do a good job, so please clap.
You can download Soapbox free on the MetaQuest app now. Download now.
Without sponsors like High Pour, the THC seltzer drink, temp derived, it's very good. Great feeling, great buzz. No hangovers the next day. But without sponsors like High Pour, I couldn't have done this podcast. So, I mean, it's really important that you guys go out there and support the sponsors. Link in the description, highpour.com. Order some today. Try it out. Let me know what you think. I mean, I like it, so let me know what you think.
Hey, thanks for watching this video, and I want to say without companies like Luxurious Bastard Beard Oil, this video wouldn't be possible to make. So you can go and links in the description, Luxurious Bastard, promo code Legendary, and get some beard oil. Great smells, great function, great look, great shine, you know. Do that and support the sponsors so we can continue to make videos like this for you. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? Brad West from Homebride Services. Hey, if your gutters are getting clogged up, or your house is looking a little grimy, your driveway's all stained up, don't be embarrassed to have people over. Give me a call, 314-228-1456, or go to my website, hbspowerwashing-stl.com. Mention the Anthony Rogers Show and get 10% off.
This is the best show in the universe. The Anthony Rogers Show. Recorded live in downtown St. Louis. Do you even know where that is, you fucking idiot? Everyone else's show is most likely ran by someone that has a picture with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Remember when we found out that all the famous people, royals, politicians, etc. are just satanic pedophiles? Then we just did nothing about it and moved on with life. I think it was some Israeli blackmail scheme. Oh, well. Anyway, like I was saying, here's the Anthony Rogers Show. The best show in the universe.
Back to your favorite podcast
Oh
ever.
God, you scared me.
My name is Anthony. So guess I'm trying to figure out bringing her to the I'm trying to bring you to the screen. It's not showing you the fucking screen now.
I can't even see the chats. I don't know.
That's so fucking weird. What the fuck?
I can't see the chats.
What?
I have no chats.
That's retarded and weird. So sorry we're late if you're watching this now. There's 1,600 people watching me fuck up right now. So I'm letting you know that basically the time I got mixed up on time zones with Sloan being from
With what's
California.
her name?
I know your name. I just didn't know how fucking time works apparently. But why is it not pulling you up? It's not like you're not. It probably they can hear you, but they can't see you. Let me verify real fast.
What do you mean they
If you're
can't
watching-
see me?
I don't think you're on screen.
I can see me.
Hang on, let me verify. Okay, I'm an idiot. I can't see it, but it is live. Okay, cool. So they can't even
Oh
notice how
God,
fucking.
you're scaring me, and I'm all tweaked because I'm in my. Okay, there. Okay.
Yeah, we're good then. Okay, I was apologizing about things that apparently aren't even happening. Okay, my internet's just whacked, so it's probably being delayed. Um,
We couldn't get on here.
yeah, it took us forever. Yeah, it took us
There's
forever to get
that.
here. So we're here though. Finally, sorry about that, guys. Like I know a lot of you guys are waiting on Rumble and stuff and in the chat and stuff. And I really appreciate that. So what's up? So what's new with you, Sloan? What do you got going on?
Oh my God, so many things in so little time. But yeah, a lot of shit. I seem to be in court quite a bit. Oh, there, somebody can see me. I mean, I'm still in court. I'm still in court with my son's court case, the one that passed away. So this is year 6, and I'm still dealing with these fucking people. So on my way in the door, I was messaging the usual. So it's the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah, like
And
any
but
kind
it
of
does.
stuff. Like any kind of stuff I had to do with like my parents' stuff. It just keeps bringing up that they're dead the whole time, and you have to like say it out loud and shit. I fucking
It's
hated it.
annoying.
No, I
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
imagine doing that for 6 years. It's fucked up.
yeah. Well, I have to. They're threatening to sue me now, and I'm like, get in fucking line. Get in line.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Ah, yeah. No, you know how it is. People, whatever, they try to get out, and they're like, if you're wrong, blah blah blah. But yeah, I was doing that, and then I was in aerial class, which because that's what we got mixed up on. I have exercise class on Wednesday night. I go
No,
from
you
pole
told me.
class to aerial class.
You told me, and then I looked back at the text. I'm like, oh fuck, she meant California time. I knew
Yeah.
immediately when I looked back at the text what you meant. I'm like, you literally said what time and everything. I'm like, oh fuck, she meant California. But I don't care. It's just fun to go streaming randomly at different times and shit. Like it's cool. A
Yeah, I
lot of
ran
people.
out the door. I ran out the door there. I'm like, sorry, can't meditate. Bye. Because we usually relax after class, which I'm no good at anyway. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. Bye. Uh,
Yeah, is
so,
it something with the moon right now? As I feel on edge too. It's weird. I don't know what it is. Like,
I'm trying to think. No, it's just like 9 planets in Aries, not 9, but a bunch.
is
I'm
that what
trying
it
to
is?
think what. Yeah, I don't think there's anything going on with the moon right now. I think we just had the new moon on just like last week. So no, should be nothing going on. But we're gonna hit eclipse. Whatever. It's weird. They're screwing with time. They're speeding the time up and everything. So
What's the
it's
nine planet
pro
thing? What does that mean?
it means we have I have to hold on one second. Don't get mad. I have to move my books because I put my ephemeris on the bottom. Oh God, what an asshole. This is what I'm trying to get so I can look and see exactly what's in Aries. It's an ephemeris. In case you there. Okay, that's better. All right. So, in case you haven't seen an ephemeris, this is what astrologers use. No one cares, but because it's all on the computer now.
What's it
I
called?
use this. Huh? This has the
What's it called?
mathematical ephemeris, an ephemeris,
Ephemeris. Okay.
ephemeris. And they have them from the 1900s, 1800s. Sometimes they go month by month, but this is from the year 2000 to 2100. And so it shows the planetary movement. Hold on, let me find what month we're in. I don't know where we are. What are we, May 20th?
May 20th. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you look right here, it would be this line right across here on the 20th. That reads the planetary movement. So astrologers, that's what we look at before computers. So that's why they say, but just it tells me what it is. It's easier than looking up on my computer a lot of the time. So, okay, we're about to be Geminis, of course. So we have Saturn in Aries, we have Jupiter in Cancer getting ready to go into Leo, but not yet. We have Mars in Aries, just peeking right into Taurus. That's the problem. And we have Neptune in Aries at the moment. We have the sun will go into Gemini tomorrow. Yay! That's
Calm
the
that down for me.
problem.
What does that mean to a Neanderthal like myself? What does that mean?
Well, the sun's in Gemini, so it's more it's springtime, it's communicative, it's all of those things. We just passed out a Taurus season, which is great. So the sun in Gemini is a lot more communication and that kind of thing. Venus is still in Cancer, so everybody's like being family focused, I guess. Mercury's in Gemini already. That makes sense. Tomorrow, the moon will be in Leo. Yay, my people, emotionally. And then we have Saturn in Aries. That's what you're feeling is Saturn in Aries. So it's restructuring the way we do things at the moment. Kind of problematic though,
No, it
because it
makes.
starts a new path. It starts a new path. So everything that's consistent, and especially Gemini It's communication. Everything that is consistent in our lives is being ripped up by Saturn and Aries. So it'll be that way for about the next 3 years. And then we have Neptune in Aries.
Just
So
3 more years. That's it. Oh, great.
we have Neptune in Aries too, along with Saturn. So it's a combination of bullshit,
No,
delusional bullshit, but it's also very aggressive.
no, I
It's
feel
very,
it. Like, I think
it's
you seem
very
like it.
fucking aggressive.
Yeah, no, I feel like on edge for no reason, and I feel like you seem like that too. I don't know if I'm
Oh,
correct on that, but like when I was
I'm
talking to you,
cussing you out on the wave. Fuck off.
but
Yeah.
you felt like that too. That's what I mean. Like you felt the same way I felt all day. You were
Oh,
vocalizing how I sounded all day. It felt like it was like
oh my God. Just the bullshit.
it was rough. I mean,
I
I
was
went off.
driving earlier and my ex-husband goes to me, "You're a pretty aggressive driver." I'm like, "Shut up." He goes, "Because you're pretty fucking aggressive." And I'm like, "This motherfucker won't move." Yeah, so I do get like that. But that's Aries energy. I am aggressive driver. I'm in LA. Of course I am.
Yeah, I was just like picking fights in all my business fields. Like I don't know what it was. I was like, I was just in a zone. I think I repressed so many things with weed, so I stopped smoking as much. I stopped eating like. Well, I mean, I'm still I'm literally smoking right now, but like my tolerance is so high that basically like I have to eat edibles, smoke wax, all this other shit. So I stopped doing that, and all my repressed thoughts came out in business. Like I'm buying this. I'm negotiating this tower I'm in right now because
Yeah.
I was gonna get 2 floors of it, and I realized it was cheaper to buy it than it was to get 2 floors. And then like I talked to these guys and they try to quote me at $10 million, and I just laughed in their fucking face. I don't even think the fucking Arch is worth $10 million right now in St. Louis. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is such a
Yeah.
fucking third world shithole. Like somebody died outside on the fucking sidewalk. The fucking
Oh
like the building
God.
across the streets, a fucking abandoned building. I'm not seeing where the $10 million valuation is, you fucking retards. And I'm literally just like calling them retards. I'm like, this is like talking to a 5-year-old in business. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, that this is
Mhm.
retarded. And I'm just like that was one person I went off on in business, and I actually like those people. I actually like them,
Yeah.
and I'm still just like yelling at them because I'm trying to get this building
Oh.
for 5 million instead of 10. And then a fucking trash company calls me for like this house I have in Winsfum right now. I'm like, which is outside of St. Louis, about 30 minutes outside of St. Louis. They call me, and I'm just like, they call me twice. First time they call me, they're like, "Hey, can I talk to Brenda?" And I'm like, "That's my mom's name." I'm like, "Well, you're gonna need a fucking time machine because she died 2 years ago, and this is her son. Is there anything I can
Sorry.
handle?" And they're like,
Listen, you bitch, you need a time machine.
I'm just yelling. Yeah, I'm just like, but and then when you were talking earlier on the phone, I'm like, you're the only person I know that cusses as much as I do. Like I feel like
I love that.
yeah, I
I
don't
know
think anyone
I
else.
go through my day, I do, and people always say, "Oh, you should be polite." I'm like, "Fuck right off. I don't have to be. I don't care. I work for myself. I don't care what you think. Don't talk to me. Bye." It's just how I am.
Yeah, Mary
That's
Elizabeth,
it.
who introduced me to you, told me I'd love that, and she was right. Like she was like, you're gonna love Sloan. She says how she is and stuff. And honestly, you've been one of the most popular guests we had when we when I actually know when to put the time right. I mean, right now we're still doing good, but it's like even one of the bigger. I mean, that David Icke episode was legendary. That was
Yeah, well, everything he says happens. Everything he says is happening. I mean, it's been happening for 33 decades, since like the 80s or however long that is. Yeah, 3 decades, 4 decades, whatever. Because I started listening to him probably like late 80s, I want to say. Somewhere I became familiar with him in the late 80s.
oh wow, I found him like early 2000s. That's impressive. You've known him for that long. That's
Yeah,
impressive.
well, somebody knew about him, and he wasn't as popular, and then he got more and more popular. So then in the 90s, more and more popular. 2000s, I kind of dropped back from looking at anything, but everything he says is pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. Now the cuckoo-ness that's going on here, fucking crazy. Okay, so we have scams. You asked me. Sorry, I'm itchy and from class. I didn't shower. Sorry. But we have scam. I'm stinky. We have scams. Like I went running this morning, and in the parking lot, there was a car, and we find these all over Los Angeles. It's wrapped in saran wrap, no doors, no steering wheel, no seats, sometimes no tires, sometimes no front end. And they just drop these cars off. Like I think they come up in, I guess, tow trucks, drop them off. It's a scam. I don't know exactly how they're scamming, but that's happening all over the place, these cars. We got another fire in Simi Valley, and we got that idiot Spencer Pratt running for governor
You don't like
of
Spencer Pratt?
Well, I mean, mayor, sorry. I did one show, I forget who, I think it was his sister or somebody that was on the hills. I can't remember. It was like, I don't know, my kids were little, but I did one episode of that. It's not that I don't like him. He's correct in everything he says. I don't like the theatrics of it. I can't even participate in it when you're making a mockery of it. It shouldn't be entertainment. It shouldn't be that. It should just be you burnt these houses. I still have friends that haven't moved, like they can't buy back into their Malibu houses. They can't get in. They're still staying on people's couches. Like they don't have the money. They had money. Their houses were worth millions, but they can't build back with the permits that's needed and the increased dollar. So if you had a house from 1960, you cannot afford to rebuild it with today's prices. You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
And
not
California
there.
capped all property for 3 million. You're not building anything here for 3 million.
Not at
Like
all. Yeah.
even my friends' houses were, you know, 10 million, 20, like one of my friends was 15 million. What's she doing with 3 million? She's still not living, like that's it. If you get the insurance, they stopped paying out in California. It was Fairlife and they stopped paying out. So half those people didn't even get their 3 million. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, millionaires like middle class over there. I mean, that's crazy to think about. Like, just law. They just man, yeah, that's crazy. That had to be on purpose, right? Like, it had to
Of
be like
course.
it had to be orchestrated. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, there I could see the mismanagement of human beings being retarded. Also, um, I mean, you know what I mean? It's all. I mean, I'm not saying we're infallible
Well,
creatures. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I feel
Karen
both ways.
Bass, our mayor, she left for Africa, wherever she went. Do you know the deputy mayor that she left in charge during the fires? You're gonna love this one. Called in a fucking bomb threat in Los Angeles so he didn't have to show up for work. Our deputy mayor called in a bomb threat while LA was burning, while dumbass Bass was out of the country, and the San Ynez water reservoir was shut down with no water in it because she lied and said it was for drinking. It never was for drinking. That shit happened. They had no water. They had no water. Like my friend literally almost burned to death in her house. Like her neighbor had to call her and said there is no water. Get out of there. She ran with the clothes on her back. She ran from her house and it burnt to the ground. Everything.
That's fucking
So,
insane. God bless you.
and
That's
and
fucking
but the
crazy.
the mayor is calling in the deputy mayor. He went to jail or he was under house arrest for calling in a bomb threat because he didn't want to go to work. A bomb threat. Do you hear me?
Yeah, it's
This is
fucking
who's running
crazy.
LA. It's like, what? It's so maddening. And it's such a garbage dump here. Like my daughter-in-law has had like rocks thrown at her with the baby in her hands. You know what I'm saying? Like she's parked the car outside of the house and had rocks thrown at her by a homeless guy. They really are everywhere. Like you just have to, we won't even take the subway. Not that I take the subway, but we used to take the subway sometimes just for fun. You can't even get on it. They are throwing shit at people. Like my friend got assaulted with the guy had an axe or a hammer. It's not funny, but that's what happened. She got on North Hollywood bus station and that the guy was throwing an axe in the shit to get the hell out of there. She's just trying to get to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just taking the subway.
Dude, cultural differences in Missouri, they just beat them up. I mean, like they would literally
Yeah,
just like if someone came at me with an axe, like me and my friends would just beat them up. Like if it was just an
of
isolated
course.
situation, just me. If it was just me or even my wife, like it was like I don't know, like yeah, like in
It's
Missouri, they just
terrible.
LA people are kind of cowards. Like I mean, I feel like not trying to be rude. I don't mean that. I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean that they'll do anything to avoid confrontation and physical contact. Is what I mean more so
Not
by
me.
guys.
I jump out. My ex-husband's had to pull me by the back of the hair in the car to stop me from getting a charge against me.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
seem
help
wild.
it.
You're different.
Yeah,
You seem wild. You seem like
I'll
a
throw
wild animal
hands.
sometimes. But I'm saying like the fucking but
My
like
sons too. My
not
oldest
you.
son, the same way. But like, I even have a problem talking to police. Like, I will get in their face. You know what I'm saying? And I've been screamed at, arrested, handcuffed, everything because I don't like it. But I really don't like what's going on. It's terrible. If you come here, you would die on the streets. You would just be like, what? We drive through our streets with our kids and we're like abandoned car, burned car. And I mean, I'm not in a bad area. I'm actually in a really good area right now, and it's
I'm in
bizarre.
I'm in the fifth largest building in Missouri, and like when I go outside, it's the same fucking thing. It's just a bunch of fucking losers asking me for shit. And sometimes I give them shit, and I'm like, "Here you go, bro. Here's a sandwich," because I fucking have a soul. And other times I'm just like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like when they talk to me, it's like I feel like I have to like discipline these people and have to tell them what they're doing is stupid. Like
No.
I'm like in a grocery store, and the guy's like, "Can I have a tea?" I'm like, "I don't like I no, you cannot have a tea. You cannot have anything for me. I don't even want to
Can
be
he
here.
have
I
a
don't want to talk to
tea?
you."
Do you mean like a drinking tea?
Like an iced tea. He wanted an iced tea for me. Like I'm his grandma, and I'm going fucking grocery shopping. He's like, "Hey, grandma, can you give me an iced tea?" And I'm just like, I
No.
basically I have to tell like four people to fuck off to even go to the grocery store. I've literally just be like, "Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off," and like I'm big and I gave one guy money one time, and I felt like his friends were trying to surround me one time afterwards, and I'm just like, I fucking hope you losers punch me. You know what I mean? I could literally like imagine like I'm just
It,
being real. Like they're all tiny. I'm like 6'3". They're all tiny,
yeah.
and they're less angry than me. And they probably I mean, if you're homeless, you probably make way worse decisions than I do. So I could literally beat these people up, and then like the cops would be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, they're crazy." I'm like, you literally, I'm just saying like everything's on my side, and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be fucking evil, but at the same time, I'm just like, dude, because they don't seem like good people asking for things. They seem like expectant and annoying, and
Well,
like
you have
like
to.
a parasite.
You're correct. I do feel sorry for some people that are homeless, but in
You have to.
LA, I can tell you they live in the tents. The cartels pull up in the Mercedes. I've seen this. I know people that get their drugs from the tents. And
Huh.
I'll walk with them and I'll be like, I mean, they're young people I know, but I'm like, what's going on over here? So I'm always like looking into this shit. But they go over to these tents on the side of the street. And I'm talking North Hollywood basically is where I'm talking about, but um they go into the tents, the cartels drop off the drugs, the local crackheads or whatever go into the tents. The people homeless on the street make money from the cartel that comes to collect the money in the Mercedes every single week. And it goes on like that. It's a continuum. It's all about drugs. It's all about infiltrating everything with drugs and prostituting us by trying to get us drunk and high or whatever it is and collecting money off of people. That's why there's so many fentanyl deaths. They're putting it in the streets. They're literally putting it in the streets. And where Spencer Pratt is right, they are hurting animals in downtown LA. I can't go down there without a headache. Like I have to go down there to get equipment for the warehouse sometimes, silks and stuff where you get it. I used to go down there. I still go down by myself, but I don't look at anybody and I just have to like, basically tune it out because you get so nauseous. I get nauseous. But you're right. The sense of entitlement, no one's entitled to have something of yours that you don't want to give them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
it's like
if
I don't even want to buy my own groceries. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm like going here to spend money I don't even want to spend, and they're just like, "Can I have everything you've ever done?" And I'm just like, and like the thing is, I help a lot of fucking people. So I mean, I may talk tough or something, but like I'll go out here and fucking I gave this guy like a fucking ounce of weed, $70 and fucking lunch the other like a week or two ago. But like, I stopped
Mhm.
doing it. The guy asked him what he did with the $70, and he goes, "I bought a lot of cigarettes," and I'm like. See, that's why I'm not helping you. I'll feed you so you don't starve in the fucking street, and I'll buy you a bus ticket out of here. I think that's the solution. And like speaking of Spencer, though, I may have him. I've been talking to his people on my email account, trying to get him on here. He's booked out for a second.
Great.
I'm trying to get him on here. Here's the thing, like my perception of Spencer Pratt. I don't really like him as a reality star. He just seemed whiny and annoying, kind of gay. But like the fact that he's like sticking up for like America in a lot of ways, like his complaints are correct. I'd like to hear more about his plan.
Everything he says is 100%. Like when he's talking
Okay.
about LA, he's
Yeah.
straight up talking. He's accurate. Like when he says people are walking over needles, we are walking over needles. We are seeing people shit on the sidewalk. There are people that come running for you. Like it's very strange. They hit your cars, they break into your cars, they sleep in your cars, they threaten your kids, they lurk at bus stops. Like they literally outside of my street, my old house, my granddaughters and my kids used to go to school on that way. There's a bus stop. Literally, somebody went out and painted it a towaway zone that wasn't the city to get rid of them because there was 15 trailers on that street and there's a bus stop to go to the kids' school on that street. Little kids in 8th grade, 7th grade, waiting at the bus stop for the bus to come with these fucking homeless people with their dogs, with their cats, God forbid, with their drugs, showering on the sidewalk, like literally showering. So you can't put your kid out there, right? So and another thing they do, you want to know what they do? I don't know that Spencer Pratt said this. You can ask about this. They park the cars on the street, on the side of the street, wherever they park them. They run prostitution out of the cars. I go to the worst area in the valley. I have to send you a picture of it. There's at least 150 campers on this street. I drive by it every day because it's in the fucking valley. But anyway, they have a car by a bridge. And every day you drive by it, if you have to go that way, some chick is coming out from under the bridge into this nasty ass car with another van behind her with the guy motioning another guy in. That's the shit it's feral. Like it's crazy. Ask him about that. I bet he knows about that. The prostitution, the girls being trafficked out of cars on the side of the street or vans.
To
For
me, it
real.
sounds like the people in charge are probably profiting from that, or that would be busted up. Like,
Yeah, they
so
have to be. They have to be.
yeah,
Yes.
it seems like they're profiting from that. And then, with Spencer particularly, I want to see what his answers are for a lot of things. But I love his complaints so far. You mean
Yeah.
I love his criticism. I agree with his criticism at this point. And then what's your opinion on the Thomas Massey situation? Like how like APAC kind of just bought a fucking politician to beat him. What's your opinion on that?
I don't even know who that is.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Well, for Thomas Massey's like he was
I know
I
the
believe
name, but I can't place it off the top of my head. I haven't even,
so.
let me see. Thomas Massey. Let me
I'm
see if I
sleep
can.
deprived. I'm sleep deprived. So if you're watching at home, sorry for fucking this up. But I believe he's a congressman out of Kentucky that lost his primary today or yesterday, depending on what day it is right now. Basically lost his primary to a guy that like APAC, which is Israel, basically, and a foreign
Oh, yeah,
lobbyist,
yeah, yeah.
for
Well, anything
$32
that's
million.
APAC. I do know about APAC. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you this straight out. Everybody's going to fucking hate me. Okay, America is Israel and Israel is America. Got it? We are Israel. They have fucked with us. We are not America. We do not live in America. I don't care what anybody says. You can fucking yell at me all you want. That is not a racist statement. That is a fact. If we are not feeding our own vets and our own people off the streets and our own children here, and we are giving all our money to another country, then what do APEC controls all the lobbying, correct?
Yeah, yeah, it's a foreign lobbyist. So basically,
Yeah.
Thomas Massey was calling out the Epstein files and saying we shouldn't fight war with Iran. And then a foreign government, Israel, vicariously through AIPAC, bought a new congressman for $32 million. Like gave him that much fucking money, dude. So it's like, and they're not even hiding it. Like they're not even hiding that foreign governments
Why
are
don't
basically.
we attack our government? Why don't we take these people? I can't. I can't. I'll have a nervous breakdown. I can't. I cannot stand being alive. Why are we not? Why is everybody such a pussy in this country? Seriously, we have the right to assemble and stop the government. Why are we not doing it? Every day I say it. Show me where to go, I'll go. And I'm not going to fight it the way that you want me to fight it. I want us to Boston Tea Party it. You know what I'm saying? And kick the British out, which is still running this country, by the way. Just so you know, it's still the royal motherfucker back there in England. They
I think
have control over the entire world. We're not told that, but they do.
there's a treaty in the 1400s between the kingdom or whatever of England or United Kingdom or whatever and the
Mhm.
Vatican. They claim to own all the land. The contract says, but I don't know. I don't know if that held. I remember reading that something. There's a contract from the 1400s saying that the
Well,
Vatican and the UK
let me
all
tell you
land.
what that is. In Canada, you can buy I'm Canadian, so you can buy a house, but it says you're renting it from the crown. In
Yeah,
other
Canada never
words,
fought for the freedom. Yeah, Canada, Australia, New Zealand are all like
yeah,
colonies still.
and you're renting it from that buffoon, that
Yeah,
troll ass bitch in Britain, that ugly ass king and his weirdo wife, or whatever she is.
yeah. What
Queen
the
Queen
fuck, dude?
Ugly, Queen. And by the way, let's talk Britain here. You want to hear the latest?
Yeah.
I literally heard this from someone and it blew my mind, but here we go. Spencer Pratt, Diana Spencer, Spencer Pratt, born the year before Prince Harry. Spencer Pratt allegedly looks like Princess Diana's brother. Spencer Pratt, Diana Spencer. I think it's her kid. You know how
Interesting.
they shuffle kids off? I heard this last night. I was like, yes, that's it. That makes sense why he's running for mayor of LA. He wouldn't get there otherwise. So they hand their kids off all the time to other people in these cult families, these, Illuminati families. They give their kids, like the Obamas raised that other guy's kids, like Lionel Richie says, oh, I took Nicole Richie in random from my bandmate, my bandmate didn't want her, I took her, whatever. Okay. Yeah, okay, bro. Um, okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, not. Anyway, they do that all the time. You switch them. I talked to oh God, I always forget their name. The two on Dancing with the Stars, the brother and sister, Derek and Julian Huff. They were given to another family in England and raised by them. She told me that to my face. Like her parents didn't raise her, she was raised there. Now, to her, she didn't really explain why, but we know why, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that the children are fully aware of why they are raised by a second family, but they swap their kids in and out. I think Spencer Pratt, you should go down that rabbit hole. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
No, that's interesting. I'll definitely, I'll at least ask that. It's like to see what happens. That's
Well, look at
interesting.
Princess Diana's brother and look at Spencer Pratt. Look at
Well, I
Diana's.
noticed that when he said that, he looked like Princess Diana in my head. I was going through I got a pretty good memory and photographs and stuff. And no, he looks like Princess Diana even a lot. That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like just look at the face. And I know he has his parents. I get it. I get what we're all saying. He might not know about it. Not every family, cult family, Illuminati family, Freemason family, Baphomet family, fucking weirdo family understands or even tells their children that they are adopted. They are groomed for positions in the pipeline. He's in the pipeline. They want him to be mayor of LA, which means he's programmed already. That's my only problem with all government. They're already
that's
programmed.
that's a good point too, because he's already on MTV. The same way like Rogan was on Fear Factor. It's like these are it's all Project Mockingbird or whatever they call it now.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bunch of feds
Sorry,
in these
putting
weird
on my
positions.
sweatshirt. Sorry.
Oh,
I
no,
turned
you're
my
cool.
air on and now I'm cold. There.
I
Now it's
didn't-
winter time, y'all. I'm in the winter. See? California. Okay, anyway, California, yay. But Spencer Pratt is never going to be in the running for that if he's not picked. And I'm not sure whether he'd be programmed to know that or not. Do you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
Yeah.
they don't tell adopted kids they're adopted. So you might not know that, right? You might literally they're gonna pick somebody that resonates with you. Like he's got adorable kids, he's got an adorable wife. He's you know what I'm saying? Like they're really cute. His little kids are super cute. Um, however, he's not in that position because he's not one of them. Like you're not going in that position. I'm not going in that position. It's never happening. So when they say so and so is a good guy, I'm like, it's still a shell game and you're still fucking with me and I hate you. I hate government with a passion. I don't think they have the right to rule over anything. Although I
No,
do like what he's saying, but yeah.
the representatives, not leaders. They're supposed to represent the people, not hold
Yeah,
power.
I pay your salary, you pay their salary. Every working American pays their fucking salary. And
I
that's
ran
the
for
problem too. That's with Trump. I did not vote for him. Don't come for me. Don't fucking say that. But with
I don't vote for
Trump,
anybody.
huh?
I don't vote for anybody.
Yeah, me neither. I tell people and they're like, you voted for Trump. There's some lunatic on TikTok going, Sloan's a Trumpster. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can't with you. I can't. But where Trump is right is he's cutting the fraud. Like that's actually funny because these people, I can't get food stamps. I can't get shit. Do you know what I'm saying? If I needed it, I couldn't get it. I can't get it. I can't get where my tax money pays, but I got to pay for the freebaser coming in from Crackaville over the border, wherever the hell they're coming from. You know what I mean? So why are we not fighting back? Why are we not fighting back? Why?
I think we are. There's a giant culture war happening. I think if we fight with weapons, they're ready to kill us. I think the culture war is changing. The kids, man, you would be so impressed by these kids. Like they're so on it. I'm whatever they call a millennial or some shit. Like I fucking hate
Uh-huh.
that term, but they call me that. But the kids after me, they call them like the Zoomers or something and something else. there's two generations after me, I
Gen,
think, and like
wait, Gen Z? Are you a Gen Z?
something like that. Yeah, I think they're called Gen Z. Those kids, man, those like young like 20-something-year-old kids and like younger, they're really not falling for the bullshit because they grew up with the internet. So like
Hmm.
you see a lot of them not falling for the same like most of politics is reliant on baby boomers like believing television. Like like like
Oh
like
my
like
God. My ex is a baby boomer. This man, I wanted to punch him out. When this man sits there and he asked me something and he's like, "What about that?" I said, I don't watch TV. And he's like, he looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, they're all pedophiles. That's all I'm going to say to you. That's all I've ever said to you. I will never say, and he still watches it. He's like, well, like, and I'm like, I can't with you. He talks like he literally, and I'm like, you deserve to be run over by this government. But he
yeah,
didn't take the shot, so I'll give him that.
yeah, the boomers have some rebellion to them, but they fall for television too hard. Like, and then I think like my generation is kind of like that too with TV, but like it's like one side. Like I argue with people constantly, so it's like one side. It's like Republicans think I'm a Democrat, Democrats think I'm a Republican, like all the time. Those are like oh you fucking you liberal, and I'm like, dude, not everyone that thinks you're retarded is a liberal. That's a ridiculous statement. Like I don't even believe in the like I don't believe in any. I think it's all just a play. It's like a fucking
I'm
like
an
it's like a
anarchist. I'm believed to blow it up. I believe to fight with your fists, take them down by their hair and their teeth, which you can't because you can't get near them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they have such control over us, you can't get near them. So that's aggravating to me. I'm
I
just
love
looking up. You're a millennial born between 81 and 96.
86 is when I'm born. Yeah, 86.
That's when I moved to LA in 86.
Are you Gen X then? Is that like what they call your generation?
Gen X. Yeah, I'm Gen X. You
You
can't
guys had good
tell?
music and shit. You guys had good music and shit. Like that was like Gen X had good music, like all like Nirvana and all that shit, man. Fucking
Yes,
cool.
I'm Gen X and I literally like I didn't finish school. I came from highly educated family, but I flipped off school, got expelled, never wanted an education. And more proud of the fact that I don't have an education. Ran away from home, did whatever I wanted. I just was like I'm not listening to you people at all ever. I will just get up and go and I did get up and go and that's that. So
That's
Gen X
so.
is real feisty like that.
I'm the same exact way you just defined. It's crazy. That's crazy. No one's ever told. That's just weird, like common ground. I'm very
Yep.
similar to that too. I didn't go to California. I like if I didn't have the internet, I probably would have ended up in New York or California. But
See, I
I
didn't
think
have the internet. I didn't have it. We
that's
didn't
what I
have
mean.
shit. We
That's
didn't
what I
have
mean. If
shit. I
the internet
hitchhiked, got on
Yeah,
a
I would have
plane,
got the fuck.
hitchhiked.
I'm here because I have family and friends in Missouri, which I love my family and friends. But dude, I would never work here. Like, there's no money here,
Yeah,
I don't even do shows here really. You know what I mean? Like I just fucking like
it's
I'm going to Florida to do shows. My last show was in Daytona. You know, I fucking hate doing shows here.
yeah, Daytona. I grew up. My grandfather lived in Daytona, so he spent the winters there. I grew up in Daytona. I remember it as a kid. It's probably a lot different now.
It's kind of ghetto. But the outskirts
I have
isn't.
no doubt.
The outskirts is nice. Like there's some nice. It's kind of like to me it's kind of ghetto, but I don't mind that though. I'm literally in St. Louis. It's kind of ghetto here too. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't fucking. I'm. It wasn't like an insult. It's just like a fucking observation.
No, I call California is very ghetto.
You're at
Then you have
Southern
these.
California. Southern
Yeah, yeah.
California.
No, I'm in SoCal and it's so I love the texture of the land, the just the landscape. It's so incredibly beautiful. Like it's just spectacular visually. The mountains, okay? The but it's everybody's anorexic here, okay? So it's funny. I used to take planes. I used to commute from Florida to LA for work and New York when I was a stripper back in the day, New York and back here. So I flew all over and I just had a home base here. You come back into, okay, you leave LA and people are, there's some skinny ones, but there's like regular size people. You coming from New York to LA with all the actors on the flight, we used to come back and forth on the JetBlue. The plane is full of skinny people. You know it's going to LA. I can't even explain it. I would joke about it all the time. I'd be like, it's like nobody's eating the peanuts on this flight. Like, nobody's eating shit on this flight, you know? And it was all the people going to the late night show, the this show, the that show. They all look a certain way. So it's very LA is gridded. LA is a Virgo city. Not Hollywood is a Virgo city. So it's also gridded. So it draws people here like a succubus to take your energy, and it uses our energy while stealing everything from the creatives and then dragging the whole place down because they don't have a creative bone in their body here. It's people like you, people like me. We come in here, and then if you tried to get a TV show here, you'd be told you're not a no, your audience, no, they wouldn't like you. Fuck you, you can do it on your own. And that's what I love is just literally that these celebrities are going under, and they're all involved in it, by the way. You can like them, but they're all involved. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I noticed that. I noticed that. They're
They're
all friends.
all involved. And I can eat dinner with them and I can recognize it, but I also know you're fucking Satanist behind the scenes. Not you,
Yeah.
them.
No, I
Not
know. I know
you.
what you mean. Figuratively. Figuratively.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
figuratively.
yeah, no, I'm a Christian. I get that. Like, I shine on these motherfuckers, man. Like, I like, I don't understand the level of demonicness and stuff. I obviously think evil's boring and low energy, and like it keeps you in a lower dimension. And I think like, I don't know. I try to, I don't know. I feel like I'm tested constantly, but no, I see what you're saying. There's a lot of like, they ruined every movie of mine. I used to love Tom Hanks. I used to love all these bands. I used to think people were
Oh my
cool.
God, I hung out with them the same. Like I went backstage. With like I mean I was that person. I got invited. Psychics go everywhere because we read everybody. You know, we go everywhere.
Well,
I
everyone
just
knows who you are too. Like you'll be surprised. Like in my daily life, how much your episode or you being on it comes up.
Mm.
Like at this 3 a.m. bar I drink at, the bartender Tony there. She's always like, "Oh my god, I saw you at Sloan on. That's crazy." And
Hi
they all
Tony.
yeah, she loves you. And my friend Mary's a psychic too, and she's always like, "Oh my god, you had Sloan on." Like they'll do the same thing. They'll always just like they'll do like
Sweet.
they get so excited, they get so excited, and then yeah,
Mm.
no, that'll happen a lot. Like
That's so nice.
people will
Yeah, it's
bring
so
you up a
nice.
lot.
But I've been doing psychic shit in LA for 40 years. Like, I think I was 22 when I went on NBC. I don't even think I'd had my kid yet. I went through 2 pregnancies doing psychic work, you know, and that's how I got known. But it's before the internet. Or, I mean, the internet was there, but not accessible like how we have it.
Right. And speaking of that, that's your superpower. You got any cool like fucking you got anything happen like psychically or anything like that? That's probably why most people fucking like click this link
Yeah, no,
because
the
that's
psychic
your
thing,
superpower.
yeah, fuck them. No, I'm kidding. Oh God. No, I can feel I literally can feel what they're trying to do. They're the reason you're feeling so angry or whatever, energetically aggressive, put it that way, or
Yeah,
just fed up. They are twisting the planet. Like I can feel it moving. I'm almost dizzy walking around during the day. That sounds weird, but I
I was
get up
confused
and
all day.
yeah, like I get up and I'm like, I feel topsy turvy. Like, wait, did you just say that or did you just flip it? So what they've done is they've migrated timelines together. So think of wiring, like in old movies where they used to like wire the ground to catch people. Think of it like this, and it's flipping in and out of timelines. So in one day, I can flip in and flip out and flip in and flip out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm on one train of thought and I know what I'm supposed to do like you, get up, you know, go do this, go do that. And then suddenly certain things are missing from my environment that weren't missing and that no one touched because I live by
Hang on,
myself.
one sec, one sec. I lost my elevator key twice. I literally, I like that's sorry. That's an like just that's happening. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't
That's
interrupt.
that's what they're doing, but it's because when you shift a timeline, when anybody shifts a timeline, it's your same life with a slight little change. Your key missing. Do you see
Twice.
what I mean? Do you see like your whole life looks the same, but where the hell is your key? And
Yeah,
they will you're going in and out of dimensions when they do that. And I don't mean absent-minded people. I'm literally talking they are flipping us energetically. My prediction is well, actually, one of my predictions is there won't be another presidential race ever. Okay. So, like after Trump, and I think he's going to try to sidewind in and do something else. I don't know, like a little snake sidewind in and, you know, do something, meaning stay longer. I don't even know what that means, but I don't know how one does that or not or whatever. I don't think there's another presidential. I can't feel it right now. Okay. I can't feel it. I feel like we've had like parchment paper put over us as a group, as people. So we being blotted down, blotted. They're playing, and have you noticed? Because this is a timeline flipping, and it's so fucking funny. Have you noticed they're pushing Ebola, they're pushing hantavirus, they're pushing some sexual disease. I don't even know. Ain't no one touching me ever again. But they're pushing. I'm like, I hear sex disease. I'm like, get away from me. There's back up. They're not, they're pushing it. This is an agenda from an old timeline. That's why it's fizzling out. If you read the comments online for like even Ebola, people are just mocking the shit out of them. Nobody cares. That's an old timeline. Then there's another timeline of like what Spencer Pratt's on, and let's correct the government as if it can be corrected, and it cannot. Like no matter who gets in, and I would like to see him in just for the amusement of it. And he's not wrong, excuse me, he's not wrong in what he's saying, but the timelines are flipping, so nothing is sticking, if that makes sense. It's not a consistent. They're also flipping with time literally. Okay, so prediction with the time, like I'm talking the clock, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., whatever, the 24-hour daytime, you're going to find it getting smaller and smaller. I predict also with the weather, they're going to block the shit out of our skies and then open it up and block it and open it up. Something is happening where they're putting tears in the atmosphere, not with our breathing, not that, but in the timelines. So people are flipping in and out. Iran is a star portal. That's what Iran is. It's a portal out of here. It's like a portal out of here, and they want to block it down. That's what the war is. It's not, I think we are not progressing. No, we're not progressing. We're retarded, like slow, like a planet retrograde. We're retarding backwards. That's my cat scratching. Sorry. She's down there. She's like, um, she heard timeline change and she's like, not again. But see, there's also, and I'll tell you another thing. If you look, because like I'm going to say this, and you're going to have to forgive me for this. I am convinced, and you cannot change my mind, that we human beings, and this is my prediction, and I don't know how we're going to prove it, but I am convinced we are dead. We have already died. The soul doesn't die. But you remember back in the day, they used to say when you cross out, if you like to have like a drink of whiskey and be in music, when you cross out, you'll go into that environment to make you comfortable till you cross over. That is exactly where we are. We are already dead. We are already dead. I don't care what anybody says. I can't get it out of my head. I literally have spent the last couple of months looking at people realizing that they're not seeing me fully. Like I'm talking in restaurants, ordering food, this and that. They're not seeing me energetically, and I'm spooking them because they don't know that I'm there or not. It's weird. I'm floating in and out of timelines. I think the planet, something happened to the planet, and this is the residual of it until we cross out of here. That's what I think. I sound bananas. Thank you for letting
No,
me share.
no, I'm always interested. Like I don't know any different, So it's like the world could be fucking anything, So I'm always open to
Yeah,
find.
it doesn't feel alive.
It
Mm-mm.
feels weird, I'd say at the very
Hmm.
least, and like all that CERN stuff is interesting. 'Cause, I mean, that would line up with a lot of the stuff you're saying, like the CERN colliders and stuff, and like
Oh my God.
that would
Those
line up with
people.
what you're saying. I don't the dead thing. I don't fully understand though. Elaborate on that a little bit. Like you think that we've already passed, and we're just in a
Yeah, I
slow
do.
vibration or memory of it, or elaborate on that. I don't understand that completely.
Well, okay, so I don't really know because I can't remember being dead because our memories have been wiped.
I
But
remember being born. I don't remember dying. Right. So I've been here
see,
before,
that's
probably.
phenomenal. I'm so impressed by that.
We'll
I'm
get to
pretty
that,
sure
but
I was kicking and screaming. Were you screaming as you were coming through? Like, Ed, stop.
no, I think they isolated me as a punishment, and then they let me out. And then like finally, and then I saw all time on Earth happening at the same time because I was above it, and I picked this life basically out of three other lives, and I was supposed to do something this time. I think be nice to people and not be so self centered. I did something wrong, and like in the last life, and I was supposed to make up for it this time, and I hope I did and am doing. I don't
Yeah,
know. But
you
anyway,
did.
I hope so. I hope so. But anyway, so I went down this
Fine.
translucent slide, and then I lost my memory somewhere in the slide, and then I was just screaming on Earth, just like a child screaming on Earth.
Yeah, see, that's phenomenal. I can't remember that, but yeah, see, they shouldn't have the right to capture you and make you be here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, and I'm probably telling on myself because they're probably translucent around me all the time. but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But it's like I always like I don't know. I just want to. It's like you just created me to punish me. Like that's what it feels like. It's like you created me just to punish me. It's kind
I
of weird.
really believe it's a punishment here, but I actually think something happened to the earth. I think it may have happened in 20 the mid 2000s, but it definitely happened in 2020. That definitely happened. We're like, do you remember that Nicole Kidman movie? She's a Luciferian and she's one of them people too. But you remember that Nicole Kidman movie where she had two kids and she can't open the windows in the light? It's back in maybe it's the early 2000s. And she had a army husband guy, and then he comes to visit her, and she's like a vampire. She's covered in the dark and she won't open the lights, and he's like, I can't stay here with you, and he leaves. Well, we think that he's dead, but she's dead, okay? And she does not recognize it. She still lives in her house and does her things like normal, but she's dead and the kids are dead. So I really feel something happened. This is not right what's going on here. This is not right. And I felt the urge shift probably 2019, no, maybe early 2020 or the summer before 2020 winter. I felt the earth tilt. I'm feeling it all the time. So, like you said, something about this is residual, like residual cigarette smoke, residual memory. That's what I think it is. And I think we're all fucked. Like, I don't know where we are, but they've opened up CERN. They're trying to keep us here. So they need our energy. And by they, I mean the Luciferians, the Freemasons, the cult members, the Baphomet people, the NCPs or CPNs or whatever they are, the non soul beings, right? There's so many of them around. Have you not looked at people? Can you not see?
Sometimes I feel that way. It's Yeah, no. These Hindu people tell me that like when I run to Hindu people, I ask about reincarnation all the time, and
Yeah.
one guy told me that we've been here millions of times. He believes, and I think that's interesting. I don't really know. When you do DMT, you see what they call like sacred geometry, so it shows the illusion
Yes.
of the thing we're in. I think we're in a graphic or something. We're in like a
We're
video graphic.
gridded.
Yeah, we're in a
Yeah, we're gridded here. That's why they can't go into space. You dumb fucking asses. They can't get up there because we are gridded. We can't get out of this atmosphere. They can't go there. I don't care what they say. Yes, I'm that person. Sorry.
well Bible, but no Bible would back a firmament. I mean, like so it's just like I'm Christian, so the Bible would back the firmament. But yeah, I don't know. I like to. Like I said, I serve God, and I think Jesus Christ died for my sins. But outside of that, I don't really have much going on. Like yeah, opinion wise, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm like anything's possible, and I try to take the teachings of God, and I try to take history seriously in certain things. But I don't know what's real, man. It's like or woman. I don't know. I just called you man. That's dumb. But I was saying.
Whoever the fuck you are.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
rude. It's just, my mom would. I'd always say "dude" to my mom, and she'd be like, "I would call me dude." So it's like a weird habit. I think it's bad etiquette to say that to
My
women.
kids used to do that too. Now I call everybody dude. I'm like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, I
I
got the
don't
programming. I got the
I
programming.
find it really funny. I think the way to jump out of this, and I honestly believe this. First of all, new agers that say everything is love and light and let's have love and light need to be punched in the mouth. That's not actually true. There isn't just love and light here. So you have to like prepare yourself for what is here. So the energy to me feels like delusion is moving out. And it also feels like it's separating. So they're when they talk about, in my opinion, just from what I feel as a psychic person, when they talk about new earth and ascending, those are ascension symptoms. Try it's poisoning by the government, but okay. Anyway, when they talk about that, what's actually happening is the boomers and the people from that generation stay in that mindset, and there's going to be more of a divide. It's A and it's B. There's not going to be the in between. That I predict in the next 5 years. Like we are going like David Icke for Agenda 2030. We are going. That is what we're doing. You will own nothing. Okay. I love living in a house and peeing in a toilet, okay? I say this for a reason. I'm literally trying to buy land to put chickens on and grow my own food, even if I live in a trailer. I'm not that person. Do you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can feel it. I feel it has to happen. And that's weird for me to say because that's not in thinking with anything that I would ever agree with. I mean, do it if you want, but I don't want to do it normally. But I can feel it. I feel the urgency to do it, which is weird for me because I'm not like that.
No,
You
I
know?
felt it too. No, I lived in a bus for 4 years. I felt that too.
I love
Um,
that.
I mean, that was that same thing. You just like anytime I could pick up, I could just get out. You know, like with the wheels and stuff. So it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why I lived in a bus for so long. But I'm in like a fortified tower with its own energy grid right now. Like
That's
basically, like
good.
I'm in a vertical town with natural gas engines that basically run the entire thing. It's very interesting, Bill. Like I was saying earlier, I'm in negotiations to buy it if I just don't fucking flip out on everybody all the time. But it's like,
Yeah.
but I mean, they told me some retarded shit, so I had to clap back sometimes. But no, yeah, you definitely have to. Time right now is weird. I feel like I'm in survival mode constantly. I
Me
feel like
too.
even if I'm doing awesome, I feel like I'm in survival, and then I hear other people's day. I'm like, holy shit, you got to do what? You got to like wake up at fucking 8 and do shit, holy shit. So it's like I don't, I like, but it's like no, I
Wake
know.
up at 8. I'm up at 4, 4:15. If I miss that, I'm screwed all day.
Well, that's 6 my time. You're still lazy, like I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'll just fuck with you. 4's crazy. My buddies in Florida wake up at 4 too. I don't know how the fuck you guys all do that.
I
Like
I pop out because I have to answer emails. I have to do this. I work 7 days a week. I can't fucking stand it. Meaning you're on that wait, in 2020 was when I became unhealthily obsessed with comedy. Interesting. Um somebody's saying that in your chats. But let's see. Yeah, do you
that's
think
Whitney. He's a funny comic. I do a lot of
yeah,
shows with Whitney. It's funny.
it's just it's really weird, but I wish people. First of all, people, this is also another prediction. Please, for the love of God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, I don't care who you pray to, whichever. I know, for the love of God, my cat's trying to get in on this. She's like, yes, in a fish tank. That's a good thing. That's how it feels. When people align with their illnesses, have you ever heard that? Like people are like, oh, I have this illness and I have that illness. That's the old way of thinking. You should never give that. What I think is happening is I think some of us, I'm not everybody, the people that stay on this timeline, they're going to do whatever. But I think you have to recognize that even if you are diagnosed with something, those are traps to keep you gridded here as well. Like, oh, you have bipolar. Well, yeah, everybody does pretty much. Or you're ADD or ADHD or you're blah, 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 like that neurodivergent. It's just everybody. Those are patterns and they bring us down to a lower vibration. And I think people are going to start recognizing that. I don't care what some doctor says I have. I don't care. I don't have to live by that. I don't care what you say. That's your opinion. I don't care. I mean, unless I'm asking for a heart transplant or something like specific, then your knowledge will be used as I see fit. Look at this cat. She's trying to get in on shit. See her? Can you see? She's
Even the
back.
cat's trying to be famous in LA. She's like, I'm a
Yeah.
star. I'm a
She's like,
star.
look at my tail. But I think that we rely too much. She's gonna, whatever you're doing, go. She wants me to feed her for the 50th time. She's like becoming a little hungry all the time. She's like, I'm hungry. Get in line. We're on a diet in this state over here. But I think people are going to recognize what's been done to them, but I wish they would get angry. How does the concept of God fit into this theory? Well, God does not run this planet. So somehow we have been hijacked here. I'm convinced of it. So we have been kidnapped or kidnapped away from, and it's not until we die that we can go back to our creator if we get it right, because this planet's trying to suck us in. I don't know why we're here, but I know this is satanic planet. Nothing is good on this planet. Like I know that.
I think God allows the devil to exist, so in a way he's still in charge, but it's still a test for your soul. You know what I mean? I think you're
Yes.
right. Like definitely the Lucifer and the fallen angels definitely are like governing the physical world and the planet trying to be like the all-seeing eye with this fucking camera thing, you know, trying
Yeah, I know, right?
definitely trying to be God, but God allows it to happen. Like I feel like the devil's basically that guy in Willy Wonka, the chocolate factory, that tries to buy your ticket,
Yes.
and at the end you find out it's friends with Wonka. It's basically
Yes.
it's the same thing. Like the devil and God are best friends, probably most likely, you know.
Well, they're probably doing it, but I do believe in reincarnation, and I believe in the concept, the original kind of Hindu concept of you get it right, you come back, you reincarnate. But we've been edited to continually be on a loop on this planet. It's a fucking loop here.
Someone in the comments saying I think Earth is kind of some kind of prison. I feel that
Yeah,
way too. I feel that way too.
prison
Like
planet.
I remember being isolated before I was born. Like they had me in like this weird sphere, like just up there in space or whatever the fuck we call
Those
space.
are the cages. Yeah, that's where Britney Spears is right now. Exactly. That's so great you remember that.
They had me in that shit, and then they sent me back here, and I'm just like, and like I'm like I remember I'm supposed to do something. I remember a couple things about that happened here, but it's just like weird, and I
You're
think it is a
supposed to do
prison.
something.
Well, it's weird because I feel like they like I feel mad because I feel like I was created just to be punished, and it's insane. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like you created me, and then I mess up, and then like now you're mad at me. It's just like you know what I mean? It's like take some. It's like it's a total lack of accountability. I feel
Yeah,
like
I agree with you with that because people are the thing I hate most that makes my skin crawl and could cause violence with me is when people say there's a lesson in it. I'm like, what? Why am I learning a lesson that I can't remember what I did? So basically being punished, I have the same viewpoint of it for no fucking reason because you're not telling me what I did. How can I even know what I did? And now you're mad at my responses for the fucked up shit I deal with or whoever deals with.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's like I just want to make fun of shit with my mom, like, and they just punish me all the time. That's all I want to do is just make fun of everybody around with my mom, and like getting the golden ticket was what's this? Getting the golden ticket was the worst thing that happened to Charlie Buckets ever in his life. That's fun. I don't know. I don't know. Probably it depends. I don't know. Did he have a good life before? It seemed like he's like they're all
You
sleeping.
can't have a good life on this planet. You cannot. And you cannot co-create on this planet. That is such bullshit
What's
because if
co-creating?
I well, you know all these new like Abraham Hicks and all these people just meditate and co-create. I want to punch them in the
What does
face.
co-create mean? I'm retarded. I have no fucking clue
Okay,
what that means.
co-create means if I think good thoughts, then my creator and I can create the vision because everything I think in my mind is
Oh, that's
reflected to
demonic.
me in my life.
That's demonic
Shut
as fuck.
up.
I believe in
I mean,
manifestation, but that sounds demonic.
yeah, well, no, but you can't co-create and you can't even manifest. Your manifestation is contingent on every other asshole around you. So just because you want something, because notice how manifestation is always like geared towards what we want. Like we want a house, we want a career, we want money, we want whatever. Well, go to a third world country and ask the people how they get food. They can sit and pray, they can do the secret, they can do all of that, but it's missing codes out of those books. It will never manifest. Manifestation does not work like that. That is consumptive greed thought. It's like ridiculous.
I feel like it's something. I feel like it's something that poor people tell rich people they can do, or no, I'm sorry, rich people tell poor
Rich
people they
people
can do.
tell poor, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, one day you could be like me if you just imagine it. If you just imagine it, you could have a really cool life like me. You know,
Fuck off.
and to a degree, manifestation is true in the act of you have to think about something, you have to say something, then you have to do something. Though I think manifestation is the complete lack of accountability of the work you actually have to do to get somewhere. But I do think that you do have to think it and say it before it happens. I mean,
Well, if
otherwise,
you think it and say it, you're saying you don't have it. So I don't even do that. I just,
that's my
I,
wife says that too. Because it's a place of
yes.
lack, right? It's a place of something she
It is
like.
a place of lack, and people are
That's what
like,
she said.
okay,
Yeah.
just wish for $1 million. You're never going to have money thinking about money. You will not have it. The way that I made money was by going hiking. I didn't give a two shits. I
And
mean, I
like
literally, my house went into foreclosure. I went hiking. My house went into foreclosure. I went hiking.
you know what's
That,
this so like I believe you're a psychic because you touch on weird things that are happening, and that's just so it's just like I've always known that, but just you saying that's weird because I'm literally doing the same thing because like but mine's just because I pay my bills lazy. It's not because I'm poor. It's because like
yeah,
I just fucking like I know I could pay 6 months rent in like a week, so I just fucking
yeah.
so I just fucking but I do it to the buzzer. Like I need it by Monday, and I'm like 2 grand short still. But I'll have it by Monday, but it's so stressful, and it's just like and it's like oh my god. And it's like,
That's how
it's,
the money, that's how the money flows. So, free your mind and your ass will follow. Yes, that's the song. That's correct. Let's
but
see. Wait, what? Yeah.
it's so, I mean, you just got to do them
I
a
don't
bunch.
know. Yeah, I don't know how you can fix your past life if you don't remember it.
Yeah,
Whatever
that's such
I
a,
did, I mean,
that's a good,
when people say, you're learning a lesson. Okay, first of all, no, I'm too stubborn. I won't be learning your lesson. I promise you that. Whatever lesson you think you're trying to teach me, I reject it immediately because I don't want fucking who is this authority over everybody? Like, you're gonna learn a lesson. Shut that isn't that what they say with the government? You're gonna pay taxes, you're gonna do this, you're gonna learn a lesson, you learn a lesson. Okay, to the mother of the 3-year-old that was raped and murdered, what lesson did that woman learn? She didn't learn a fucking lesson. She ruined her life. Her child's dead.
I
She
bet,
buried her. You know what I'm saying?
in my
She did
opinion, I bet that someone that was raped in this life was a rapist in the last life, and their punishment is to feel it. And I bet there's like constant cycles of that
a
happening.
3-year-old. Come
I
on
bet
now.
no, it's fucked up, but I think there's fucked up timelines as punishments for souls. Like I bet the person that raped that 3-year-old, that soul now goes into that 3-year-old in the next round, and they have to feel that. I think everything you create, you have to feel back in some way. And really
No.
fucked up people,
No.
I think really, I think how else do you punish a rapist? You know what I mean? Like the way to punish a
There is
rapist
no punishment. There is no punishment. People are ridiculous. That's what we do here. There is no punishment. The rapist gets away with it. He lives his okay. Well, let's say he goes to jail. I don't know if they catch him or he goes to jail. Would you please get down? No, you need. I am not feeding you again. You're getting
never,
chubby.
you never get food. Get back in your cage. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Well, she's on the floor. She can't be harassing me back here because then she'll start swatting my head like she does.
No, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
cats do
she's a
it.
vicious one. She brings the claws out and I'll get swatted and then I will hurt her. Meaning I'll swing her and then you guys will get mad at me. But um no, the problem see, I know what you're saying and people have said that some of those souls, but it's not all of them. It's really not. It's
Oh,
really not
fair.
all
I'm
of
just
them.
saying. I was just trying to be devil's advocate. I don't really even believe in. I don't really have an opinion because I don't know. I was
But what
just more
about
or
the
less.
parents of the child? What about the poor parents?
I think
Okay,
we
see,
begged to come down here. I think we begged in this part. I think it might be true, but I think we begged to come down here to feel all these feelings because out of this body we feel nothing, or we feel it all at once rather. And I think that which is basically nothing. And I think that, and I think, and you know what I mean. And I think that we come down here and we beg for the experience. I think it's just another like notch on or whatever the fuck. And supposedly some people know where they're going and they go faster. Like in that book. Remember that book, Journey of Souls?
yes, Michael Newton.
Yeah.
Yes.
If this is real, if that's real,
Oh, he's
um,
real. He was a hypnotist, if I'm
I
correct, if
believe
I'm
it to be
remembering.
real. No, I believe it to be real.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if his studies was real, I wasn't there. I'm just saying, I believe it to be real though. But he was saying that everyone remembers leaving. Some are shocked when they leave, and some are just used to it. Some have been here once. Some have, I mean, been here before. It's like a Earth is like a roller coaster school. It
Hmm.
seems like, and maybe soul prison. I'm not sure. That's like
Yeah.
that's how I feel, but I have zero fucking documents proving that. It's
It
like
could, yeah, because there are none.
it's my fucking opinion.
No, some souls, when they leave the body, they pop right out. Like I've seen them pop right out. Okay. I've seen, like, when you see somebody like on the ground and they're dying, they're already out of their body. Now, whether they have recognition of it, like I've seen, I was at the death of a guy 2012. He died. I literally heard people racing up and down my street and I went to bed. It was like 10 to 11 and I heard this and then I heard he's going to die. So I grabbed my husband. I was in boxer shorts and a tank top like looking like Fred Mertz or something from back in the day. Anyway, I went outside, drove around the corner and watched a motorcycle guy playing chicken up and down the street with a car, watched him hit the car. She fishtailed it, watched him hit the ground, watched the paramedics come, watched them doing this, and saw him leave his body. He literally, the paramedics were there for like 5 minutes, doing what they do. He was already out of his body. I already saw him leaving. He'd already gone, but his body was still, you do know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
he was gone. Like he hit that truck, he popped out. And he popped out in color. So it was a color trail I saw pop out. And so he was gone, but the body didn't shut down. And then people were like, but he was gone. I heard his exiting words, but it was telepathically, and it was about his son. But he popped right out and left. So he went somewhere immediately. Now, where he went, I don't know. Do you see what I mean? And I don't think he watched what they did to his body right then. I think he had to go somewhere else. So I don't think he stood and watched it. Do you know what I mean?
I do know that
Yeah.
my mom would almost pass away a couple times before she actually passed away. And when she was in the hospital one time, she told me that she saw my sister like crying over her and stuff because like and she was unresponsive for a couple of days in one of these rifts, and like she
Right.
said she saw herself from there. I think what brought her back down was like basically her family and trying like I think she tried to
Yes,
be here for us
she
more
did.
so than she could do anything else. And I think that like so she described the out of body experience. I also feel her around me all the time, and I know my mom's little prankster energy, so I know it's like I just feel it around me a lot. And like and people have said I don't know. I feel like you could do what you want within reason after you pass for a little bit or something. I
Yes.
superstitiously almost believe you could make it to your funeral. That's why I pushed my mom's funeral off a little bit.
They
But,
they they
but,
do they do go to their funeral. I've
that's why I
seen them
pushed it
at
off a
their
little bit.
funerals. Huh?
Yeah. That's why I pushed it off like a month. Like I was like, I hope you stay on Earth a little longer. You know, it's like, but it's
Yeah,
like,
no, they can see they do show, most of them show up for that. I I don't know if some don't, but I think you have the option because I've seen people at people's funerals. Do you know what I mean? And I've also seen, by the way, I've seen a fight for the soul when it leaves the body. So I've been shown people who die, pass away, and something's trying to pull them back this way and they're trying to get out of the energy, but it's like a dimension. So I do know that exists too. They have to break free. It's almost the way that I describe it, it's almost like Star Trek and how the ship goes like light speed and takes off. I've seen the
yeah.
souls try to do that while being simultaneously pulled like this. It's the only way I could word it. Energy pulled down, energy trying to escape. So they have to really move away from here quickly and get around the dimension to come in and watch it. There's like a membrane where they go because I've seen them. They come when I meditate and try to see whoever, they come and it's a membrane. It's like a like a little tiny like a face mask but all the way over, like it's not too thick, but they push through. So there's something different here in this dimension at atmosphere than when they cross out, but they also live parallel lives with us. So they your mother and you are still living over here somewhere
Yeah.
else, which is really weird to me, but we all live in different like parallel places. Call
Ha!
yes, the soul
Whitney
live.
goes, Whitney goes, I don't think I'd show for my funeral, which is only fair because I skipped a lot of my friends. That's he wouldn't show up his own funeral. I probably wouldn't care either. You know, it's like I'm already moving on. Like when I was a kid, I was like terrified to die, and then as I get older,
Mhm.
I accept that it's just part of life and it happens to everyone type vibe. Like I remember being like 13, just being like, man, I hope I never die. You know, and then now I'm like getting older. I'm like, it's just part of life. You know, it's just like the thing, and like I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about life. Even I don't even know what's really going on. I can play this little American game we're given, but it's like I don't
Yeah.
really know. I don't really know what the fuck I really want to do or what's going on ever. But I have a lot of opinions. You know.
My son, before he died, talked about, and this is in 2020 when he passed, but he talked about this being a simulation. And he had a friend that was murdered the year before,
Holy
like
shit!
outside of our house, shot in the head. And the kid was 19. He was coming to get my son to go celebrate his birthday, Gemini kid. Anyway, somebody shot him in the head because he fucked the wrong girl. Get a load of that. Got
It's
another
always
girl
girls or
pregnant.
money. It's always girls or money.
Yeah, he got shot in the head. And I remember my son was going out to meet him, and then another friend swooped by and picked him up in a car. And as that kid drove off in the car, got shot in the head. Do you see? Like, so my son ended up in a different car just by fluke. But anyway, he told me that kid that got shot in the head came to him and pulled him out of his body and showed him the dimension. This is about a year before he died. Showed him
Whoa!
the huh?
I said, whoa, that's cool.
You showed him the dimension. He told me all about the lights and the color, which I've seen the lights. I've seen like the smoke. I call it smoke, that your soul is smoke. It's like The ones I've seen have been more along the lines of burgundy and silver color when they leave people, but it's like a plume of smoke, but not smoke. It's very smooth, but you can see it. It's kind of like it just goes out. And sometimes it goes out through the stomach and sometimes through here and sometimes through the front, but I see it go out through here in the stomach the most. When I've been around several people that have passed, like relatives and stuff, and I see it like that. But he said we are in a simulation. Like his friend showed him whatever he showed him. He said we are in a simulation. So I kind of feel this is really weird. I have this horrific dream that we're going to wake up. Yes, like a soap bubble. Whoever said the membrane. Yes, yes, exactly. Like a soap bubble. That's how I feel when I see it. I think I'm going to wake up and find out that I'm ahead in a sci-fi movie in a tank. I can't move, but I've been playing video games with my life like a fucking idiot this whole time. You know, that's my fear, but my son kind of described it like we are in a simulation. And when you get out of it or you recognize it's when you get kicked out of it. Like he kind of talked about it like whirling and then gone like that. That's what they showed him, but then he died like a year later, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, I definitely think it's a simulation. I definitely remember coming here and definitely think it's like just some kind of thing. I think it's a slow vibration of water potentially or something. It's a very slow
Yeah.
vibration. I think all time's happening at the same time, but it appears as a slow vibration in a human body. Is what I mean. That's like what it seems
Yes.
like, but I don't fucking know, and I'm not even trying to sound smart. It just seems like this is a very slow frequency, comparatively speaking, to everything else. And I don't know what else is out here. I mean, I've had people tell me they're on other planets in their past life and stuff. Like certain people, like go into way more detail than I feel like I have. And okay, someone's saying the dead.
You when you talk about Michael Newton though, he did lifetimes in between, masters and something and lifetimes in between. He hypnotized a lot of people that went to other lives in between.
Yeah, they had a bunch they remember dying, they remember going to the in-between place, they remember coming back, they remember the life review, they remember,
Yes.
like, a bunch of stuff like that. Those are all the common grounds, and, like, what's crazy, even if that story's fake, which I don't know, I'm just a skeptic and I question everything, um,
Yes.
it really helped me understand my mom passing. It really helped me with that, I think, like, because, like that trauma really fucked me up, bro. Yeah, yeah, just like completely, like that whole thing really fucked me up, man.
Of course it fucked you up.
It
It's a
just
trauma for life.
yeah, just like seeing her sick and then dying was like the worst fucking thing that's ever happened to me. But like it's almost like Kanye says something like this that I like though, because his mom passed too, and he said something like it's almost like a superpower because nothing will ever make you that sad or mad again.
No.
Like, and I kind of do enjoy that filter of like being so toughened because I dealt with so much crazy shit. Because I'll hear other people's complaints, they don't sound real. Like it's just like
Shut up.
I ran
Yeah,
out of
no,
coffee. I fucking hate my
that's what
life.
I
I ran out
said
of
after
coffee.
my son died. What are you gonna do to me? What do you think you're gonna do to me? Like fuck off. You can't do shit to me. I don't care.
That's
Like
how
I
I
literally
felt.
yeah, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Do what you gotta do and shut the fuck up. Exactly. Exactly. But no, I was gonna say your mom really liked Christmas, huh?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
She liked bells and Christmas. I just got an image of her running around you with bells. Something about bells. So I don't know what
When
that
I was
is.
born,
Bells.
when I was born, church bells were going off. I was born at 6 a.m. on a
Ah,
Sunday.
okay, I just got an image. She's trying to show me like bells, but in the
Yeah.
hand. I see it like shaking in the hand, so I'm assuming it's Christmas. That's
No,
how my
she loved
brain
Christmas
works.
too. No, she loved Christmas too for sure. Yeah,
Let's
that's great.
see.
No,
My dead brother visits me, but insists his name is White Maynard. Okay, he visits you from another timeline. That's what it
huh?
is. See, your mom's trying to show the bells, so she's trying to get it through my head, the bells for you to know. There you go. That is your mom saying it. So every time you call your mom, she comes in. You
No,
just
I
can't
hear.
see her.
I have chills. I think she's around me all the time.
Yeah.
No, I heard her voice when I was looking through her phone, and I was reading like an argument we had, and she goes, "Why do you torture yourself?" And I'm like, "Holy shit!" Oh, I just heard her say that. Like,
Because
no,
I
my mom.
fucking want to. Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing more liberating than being told you have 6 months to live, right? Exactly. I agree with you. I agree. I agree. Okay, wait. Anthony having to ward my stepfather off until death fucked me up a bit too. You are not alone. Yeah, it's terrible. It's
Oh, it's the
terrible.
worst thing ever. It's like, why is that part of human being a human? Like, it's the worst fucking thing. It's the worst fucking thing ever. It's like the opposite of it's the opposite of which is the weirdest thing too. Like when I was grieving, it was the most beautiful fucking day ever. It was so ironic and it was weird. And it was just like, and the next day after she passed, I go outside. It's the most beautiful fucking day of all time. Like it's literally just like it's the most. It is just the most ironic situation. Feeling the worst you ever have around the most perfect weather. And then her funeral, the sky was red on her funeral.
Beautiful.
It was fucking crazy, bro. And everyone has their own version of that. I feel like, and that's why it's good to talk about that. Because I like Quotable is a good rapper. Or is that who said that? Or Sir Wick said that? Oh, Sir Wick said that. Sorry, my bad. I feel like I know Sir Wick in real life. I just don't know your name. If you tell me your name, and I'm not just trying to be rude. I just don't remember your screen name. But yeah, no, your stepfather. That's gotta be fucked up, dude. Like watching people die and shit's fucked up. But I think it's all part of life. And like I don't know, man. It's like I
I
don't know.
didn't find it funny. I didn't find it funny. Would you please get down? No, really. You need to go. She's a cancer cat too. She needs to go.
Well, I
Um,
feel like you have to laugh so you don't go fucking crazy. Because like I pushed it off. I feel like I pushed everything off. I talked to Rick Ross the next day. I just couldn't
yeah.
even deal with it. I couldn't even deal with it. I had a podcast the next day. I couldn't even fucking do. I'm like, I'm going back to work. I'm not gonna fucking just sit around and be sad and fucking ruin my life. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to work and shit. And like, it's like, I feel like I'm finally getting out of that thing where I'm just like, I don't know. It's like one of those like, no, I believe you
Mm.
brought up my mom, so that has me thinking. Sorry, but yeah, no,
Yeah, no, I get it. I went the next day after my son died. I saw like I was with a vengeance. I got up 4 hours later, of course, and I started walking the street, putting up flyers, knocking on people's doors. I wanted to know what happened, and I haven't stopped since. So this is year six, going on year six of
see,
that. I don't stop.
I'm the opposite of that because, like, I felt like my mom was probably murdered in a nursing home. To be honest, at least it was negligence or something like that.
Yes,
But in my
yes,
opinion,
it probably was. They probably
I know
overdosed
it
her.
was. But I just feel like here's the thing. What that's gonna do for the world is not good. You know what I mean? For me to focus on that because I have nothing but free time and resources. I can do whatever. I have to stay positive and a man of God, or I would fucking flip out and just start drown, just start fucking people, man. Like I would just, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, but like those people really pissed me off. But here's the
Of
thing:
course.
the difference is I think my mom made a fucking decision. Um,
Hmm.
I remember I think she made a decision. I think she was like, I had enough of this vessel. I heard her make a decision when they tried to show her, like you said, the head thing with the computer. She
Yeah.
couldn't move her arms or anything like that. She
Mm.
basically was sitting in there and was like in that exact situation you're saying. And my mom was like a tech nerd, so she thought it'd be funny or fun. I'm sorry. She's like, oh, it'll be fun. I have all this technology and I can still talk to people. And then I think she saw when it was a flawed thing that basically is just a
Mhm.
hyped up product. They sold her insurance for a markup, and basically it was just hyped fake thing that she like lost interest in the technology. And when I heard her lose
Mhm.
interest in the technology, she's like, "I'm done here. I'm tired." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm tired. So however it happened, if there was negligence for whatever, in my opinion, my mom's bossy and like, dude, my mom is the meanest person I've ever met. And
Yeah.
but I love her though. You know what I mean? Not like, but I'm saying like I could see people not knowing her, not doing all the things I had to do. You know what I mean? Like that lady's like
Yeah.
telling people I'm crazy while I'm feeding her and fucking telling. I mean, just like, well, this guy, blah blah. Like she wants to create all this drama around her, man. Like it's like she loves drama, but
Yeah,
well,
no,
that's just
I know what you're saying. I still look for what happened to my son because that's my job as his mother. Not that I want to do it, it consumes me, but it needs to be cleared up so that he can go and rest and everybody else can rest when I know what happened. I don't
we're
like the
on different.
lies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we're
don't
on
like the
different.
lies with people, when they're like, "Oh, don't worry about it." Ugh. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm worried about it." But yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting thing. It's very interesting when someone passes, but I lost all feeling after that, so it actually saved me. I have emotional IQ ad nauseum at this point in my life. Like before I'm a reactor, I you can't get me to I don't care. Like No, you could point a gun at my head. I had a gun pointed at my head after the funeral. I was held up outside in the middle of a gang fight on the street. Can you believe that? That's for real.
No, I
And
believe a mother would do anything to cover for their kid. No, I've seen crazier because
yeah,
mothers are the strongest thing on earth, probably. Like
you just have to, it's something, but I just remember when I saw, like, you see your mother die, when I saw that, have never felt anything in my body. Like, I have no feelings. No good, no, but I can laugh and I can joke and I can say that's funny, whatever. I literally feel nothing. My heart doesn't feel like I does not feel. When you
you're
used to
lucky.
feel excitement and stuff like that or whatever, I had
Yeah.
none of that. Not
No,
one
you're
thing.
lucky. You're lucky. I just feel depressed all the time from it. I basically, not currently, but like, dude, like the month she passes or Mother's Day month, they're like, holy shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
I just fucking keeps me in a constant state of depression. I try to smoke weed my way out of and stuff, and I still haven't dealt with it, but I will. It's just
It
like I
throws
just
you
need,
upside down in a loop. Yeah,
yeah,
it flips you.
it's the
Yeah.
worst. It's the worst thing to ever happen to you, so far, at least to me, anyway. It's the worst thing to ever
Yeah.
happen to me, anyway. But it's like, anyway, good news. Like, let's change the fucking subject before I just start. I started
Yeah.
crying for 30 minutes on a podcast.
Don't
I'm like,
cry.
oh, I miss my
No, baby, don't
mom.
cry.
I'm just fucking around. I was saying, like, like, what are some good reads? You have any good reads on the world? Is there anything even personally? Is there anything like am I like what is there anything you read with me or anything you read with anybody in the comments or anything you read on the planet that's like interesting and positive?
I can't do that when you try to gear me towards positive. I don't look at it as negative or positive. It just is.
Fair, that's
It
fair.
just is. It just is like a tree. It's just there. But
Well, selfishly, do
no,
you have any good reads on me first? Is there any good things you see coming my or any things coming my way? I guess.
you're going to plan on moving from where you are, right?
I
Yes.
everything's telling me that. I don't know why though.
Yeah, it's probably like not this summer, but the one after. You'll start doing it. Yes. I feel like you are going to move. I'm telling you. You can tell me you're going to stay, but I think you're moving.
To where?
It's somewhere different. It's not in the close neighborhood, so it's a different area. And I feel like there's like an outdoor picnic bench there, like whatever the property is, it's got like a picnic bench. There's like a lake. It's like a kind of a horseshoe circle kind of property by the lake. So it's by a lake, by a property with a picnic. I just see picnic bench there. Like that kind of in the back. That's in the back. You're not like living in a picnic bench, but yeah, it's kind of in the back. I see it like that. It's a
That's awesome.
property.
That's good to
I feel
hear.
it's a property. And I feel like literally, it's weird, but I feel like you're going to do like a TV show there. So I feel like it's a property bought to film or bought
Huh.
to film the experience. I don't know how to word it.
I can
You
see
know,
that. I can see that.
yeah, bought to film the experience. So like we buy this house and then you film us doing whatever the fuck we do in the house. That's what I feel you're going to do. Just under 2 years.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
Like kind of halfway through in the next 12 months, halfway. So 6 months from now, you start thinking about it. Somebody comes to you and says, do this. I feel like it's going to be like that.
You think it's like?
Really?
Do you think I own this tower? Do I end up buying this tower, or do I just tell them to fuck off?
No, I don't think you're buying the tower.
Ah, okay. I just tell them to fuck
But
off.
no, I don't think you do that. I just don't think you're going to buy it.
I'm in negotiation for it. I just didn't know if that went through or not. You don't think that goes through?
I don't think you're going to choose to have it go through.
that's that's probably pretty accurate.
I mean,
That's dope.
if you can get it to go through, yes, it would go through, but there's something with you that clicks and like I don't think I want to do it. I don't know what they say. Maybe they tell you there's termites in the bottom. I don't fucking know, but
That's funny. No, they tried to get $10 million out of me. That's why I was told them to fuck off today. But I was wondering if it still comes through. I mean, this is a money
I
machine.
think the offer will come through. It's more like 7.5. It's not 5. It's more like 7.5, but something in you won't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
It's
anything
not
over
about
5.
them, it's about you.
That's why I told him that too. It's funny. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
I just feel like you're changing your direction. And I feel like your wife wants to change it too. Does she not like this?
She likes this right now.
Okay.
She's in giddy Neverland. We have like a pool. All our friends love coming here and stuff, but I could see it wearing off in a year or two for sure.
Yeah.
I'm getting annoyed with a lot of things, but it's still just like whatever. I have it till August at least, but I was negotiating 2 floors, and then I started negotiating the tower to buy the whole tower. But I'm just like, I'm just like, I don't, like you said, I think it is up to me, and I don't know. What's
It
funny,
is up to you.
and Whitney in the comments said Lake Ozark. It's funny. I'm actually going to Lake Ozark Saturday to film a
Ah,
pilot for. I'd much rather live in Lake
TV
Ozark. I
show.
fucking
What is
okay.
the hold on? What is the pilot for? Do they want to follow you like around your life?
They want to follow me around while I talk to drunk
I
people.
just fucking said that. Boom. Okay.
Yeah, they want to follow me
You're gonna
around
do
while
that.
I'm interviewing drunk people, and it's going to blow up. I already know. And I chose that over Vegas. Is how much I know that. Like Rumble tried to fly Rumble, which I love Rumble. I'm not making fun of you, Rumble. Like don't think this bad, Rumble. I love Rumble. No, I do. I fucking love Rumble. They're my favorite company I've ever worked with as far as streaming goes. But I'm just saying, like, they offered me to go this weekend to Vegas, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll fly you out. We'll give you first class tickets, and we'll give you hotel, and like you just got to document this." And I'm like, "Man, I would, but I have a comedy show Saturday at Lake Ozark, and I'm filming my pilot there." And it was important. It was more important than going to Vegas for free. You know what I mean? To me, which is
Yeah.
like shows me something. Like I was like offered something that
That's
seems
what I
something.
just said to you. Lake Ozark, the circle, the picnic bench. I don't know if you're going to bring these people back to the house or wherever you're filming there, but something along that you will live there for that reason.
That's awesome. And I'm gonna end up like basically all the rich people out there are already trying to fund my show. It's gonna make a bunch of money. I
There
gotta
you
tell.
go. There you go. Somebody didn't know you were married. You got
What
married,
the
yeah?
fuck's your real name? I don't know your real name. Tell me your real name. I know your screen name. And you didn't know I was married. We haven't talked in a while, probably. Who? Let me know your name though. But yeah, no. So Lake, that's funny. Lake Ozark would be the thing. I'm doing that Saturday,
That's
and
the
I'm
lake. That's the lake. I can kind of see like the background, I want to say picnic table, but it's a picnic table actually. And the lake, and it's like round like that, and then it's in the back of this house, and that's where I feel like you're gonna go.
that's hilarious. That's basically my dream house. Like having like a lake house is definitely my dream house.
There you
Um,
go.
it's funny you said that, and plus I'm like way bigger at Lake Ozark than I am in St. Louis. Like St. Louis, like I go out here, I fucking hate it, dude. I just bully everybody. I'm just like, you know what I mean? It's just like I got it. They're all just like, can I have stuff? And I'm like, you're a fucking loser, and you want to hear why? You know, I'm just like fucking. I hate doing that for
And this
myself.
is why.
I don't want that in my life review. You know what I mean? I don't want that in my life review. It's just getting old.
Yes.
And I'm just saying, like, this funny you said, you got me hyped up, and I was way more positive. I think you're right. I think that show is gonna fucking blow the fuck up. Because basically we're mixing
It's
my
a
comp.
TV show. I see them following you around, so whatever that's called. Yeah.
No, I basically got enough money from the venue I'm doing comedy at to pay for my place for the weekend and a camera guy, and we're shooting the pilot. And I'm not even making money off it. It's how much I believe in it so far. Like I'm
Yep.
not like I literally just hired everybody and got my place, and then I got a bunch of friends crashing on the floor probably because it's like we're that punk rock now. You know, we got that many
Yep.
people following us around. Like so like, but I'm saying I got a bunch of people crashing on the floor and stuff, and like I think we covered different areas. Like you got me hyped up. I appreciate that. That I think you're right because that shows. I keep forgetting how big that show is going to be, and like we already have huge backing. I mean, everyone involved is. I mean, Lake Ozark. I know everybody, so it's like we already got that going.
Great.
So much from Mississippi. What's up, Polly? You're from Mississippi. That's crazy. All right, hang on. Wait, did you get married or what? Oh, okay. What's up, man? Okay, I remember you. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a minute, man. And then Holly, what's up, Mississippi? Fuck yeah, dude. If I went to Mississippi, I'd feel like a fucking model. You know what I mean? Have you ever fucking been to Mississippi? Oh my god,
I
everybody's lovely.
haven't. No.
Everybody, you you would be the best looking person that ever went to Mississippi, Sloan. They would document like, well, the most attractive person to ever come to Mississippi is here, and they put a fucking sign up. That's what would happen in that. Like, that place, everyone looks like a fucking mutant, and I'd even almost be an 8 there. I'm like a Mississippi 8, you know, but I'm like a Missouri 5, but like a Mississippi 8, you know. That's how I
Oh
feel.
God.
That's 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 true though.
I can't even look at myself as a person anymore because I'm just like, I'm a grandmother, I'm a mom, I'm just a bitch that climbs up on whatever. I don't even see it anymore. It's funny. You just get to a point where you don't see yourself. You don't look like yourself, you don't see yourself, you know?
Kind of, yeah. I feel like I'm playing a cartoon character of myself, And basically, like I feel like a cartoon version of myself. The beard's exaggerated, all that weird stuff, and I don't know. I just want to hang out all the time. I feel like that's why the podcast works for me because I just want to
That's
hang
what
out.
I want to do is hang out. I just got
That's
back we traveled on Mother's Day to the Grand Canyon. As soon as I got back, I'm like, when can I book my next trip? I just have to go. Like get in the car and drive, you know?
I love that. No, I love that. I love going anywhere. I just got back from Florida, hung out with a bunch of rock stars. That was crazy. I'm just like
I'm
I'm like
going to Florida. I'm going
what
in
for?
3 weeks. A retreat. I'm doing an exercise retreat, but it's going to be the World Cup. It's maybe 4 weeks. It's in June. The World Cup's there. I'm like, so we book for exercising during the World Cup. Great. Let's see if I can avoid getting shot or kidnapped during that time, but whatever. Yeah, it's aerial retreat. You know, like we exercise 6 hours a day and we go on a boat and we hang upside down off a hoop on the ocean, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's fucking cool as fuck.
That's what I
That
say
sounds
I'm
so
involving
fucking.
myself, but everybody is 20 years younger, 30 years younger, and then there's me, grandma.
Well,
So yeah.
Well, it happened to all of us, man. Like I remember, I was like the youngest person at the party when I was like, 16. Now I'm like
Yeah.
the old man everywhere because all my friends have kids, and like if I go to a bar, I'm like the oldest one there because like everyone like 25 to fucking 55 is raising a family, and then like I'm, what I mean, so like yeah, it's just like eight. That shit doesn't matter, but it's a beautiful destination. That's cool, and
Yeah,
Florida's
it's
cool.
gonna be in Miami. It's gonna be super fun. I think it'll be fun. Hmm.
Sloan inspires me to get healthy. Been off pills for 2 years because of her. Thanks, girl.
Oh, good. Good job, Holly.
You are from Mississippi if you're taking pills, Holly. Fuck, dude. I take pills in Mississippi too. Fuck, man. It's like, but I'm glad you're sober and like Sloan. No, Sloan's brilliant. I clicked with her. I clicked with Sloan right away. She's got a good vibe. That's
I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold. The
that's
air
good.
comes on, it goes off.
That's,
Yeah, no, I think people should try to be sober so they can really see the world. So
I,
you know what you're dealing with.
I know. I have one vice left, and it's
2
marijuana.
years sober. Yeah, you like the weed and the wax. My
I
kid
have
likes the
one vice
wax.
left. I have one vice left,
Yeah.
and I need to stop it. I respect that, Holly. Honestly, I
But
used to
you
make
do
fun
the
of
wax
people.
shit? Do you do the wax?
Yeah, but I ran out, so that's why I'm grumpy. And
Yeah.
and basically, I need to detox. I'm done with all this shit. I think I need to just like
Wax
fucking.
is something, I've just been researching for like everyone except me. Wait. Yeah, Holly or Whitney says everyone except her. I guess I don't know if she means is she,
Whitney's a
but
dude. Whitney's a dude. When Whitney first called me at like 11 o'clock, my wife's, who the fuck is Whitney? I'm like, I swear it's this like 50-year-old prop comic that I met at a fucking
yeah.
dive bar. But now he's done so many shows with me. We know Whitney and his wife, so I like my family knows him and stuff. But it's like but it was just funny. Like the first time he called me, she's like, who the fuck is that? I'm far from sober myself. I smoke. Yeah, I smoke so much. I'm trying not to.
You
Holly,
know what?
honestly,
No, I was gonna say to you, have you heard of ibogaine? Have you heard of
uh,
it? Plant medicine,
my friend
ibogaine.
told me he got off heroin with that. Like a musician got off
Yeah,
heroin
yeah,
with that.
yeah. That's what I'm looking into it. I want to take some family members down and detox their dumbasses. But anyway, no, you can get off of anything with it, alcohol, whatever. I just don't know if I like, you know how they say the plant medicine talks to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so like ayahuasca and that, I'm not a huge fan of that. I did a lot of LSD, so I understand what the psychedelic, like I mean, I did a shit ton,
Me
but
too. Me too.
yeah, I walked around like as a 12, 13-year-old high on LSD all the time,
Damn, you're
telepathically.
way young to be on that. Oh, I couldn't imagine 13. Holy shit.
I
I
left
would,
home at 14, yeah, but no, I used to get arrested because the police would ask me my name, but I was telepathically talking to them, of course. They don't see it that way. They're like, "You're coming into the station." And that happened a lot because I thought they could understand me, but I was being telepathic. But I'm wondering with the ibogaine, like I keep trying to figure out. They say it clears up your receptors though. Like apparently when you do the weed you do, and I'm just getting this from what I understand of it, or anybody does weed, not just you. Apparently like the brain receptors when they try to lock into your brain, this part becomes soft so the receptors can't hook in again, which is why you stay in the addiction cycle. So apparently the plant medicine makes it stronger to hold the receptors in and reboot them allegedly. Love me some candy corn. candy corn and grape soda. What the hell is that? Wendy's making me laugh. Grape soda and candy corn. I'm afraid of candy corn. I don't know what it is. Why is it so little? That and chicken wings. I can't do them. I'm
You
like,
don't eat chicken
no.
wings?
Yes, where are they getting all these little fucking chicken wings from?
I don't care. I'm eating them every time.
I'm not
Uh,
eating them.
I feel like I just like hot sauce and ranch, but like I just eat chicken
Yeah.
wings. You know, it's like I
But
probably
what
just
are
like
they really? Are they chicken wings? Who has all these tiny little chickens? Where are you plucking these wings from? What's going on here? No, can't.
my the wings I get are real because they're full wings and they're from this place called Pop's Kitchen down like 2 blocks from here.
Okay, yours are probably real. They're
They're
poisoning us
halal.
here.
It's a bunch of Muslims. It's halal too, so it's like ethically sourced animals. Like they
I
like
don't
fought, like
trust that.
I
They
trust them. I trust them. I
okay, if
wouldn't
you trust
normally.
them, yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
see it in the
normally.
grocery store and I'm like, nah, I
Like
can't
sure,
do it.
buddy. Sure, buddy.
Zing zing, a dose a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh, I used to
Ah,
fucking love acid. Like I tripped for summers. I mean, I wasn't 13. Holy shit, you had an early start. Like 13
I
straight.
started drinking at 7. So I started
Holy
drinking when I was
shit.
7 and smoking cigarettes. I was terrible. If I felt like the 1940s life I came from. I can't explain that. I just felt like I was in the 1940s and I should pick a cigarette up with a glass of whiskey. Like it was just ridiculous, actually.
My friends were like that. Like my best friend growing up, like Luke Deisner when I was a kid, like he was smoking cigarettes in like 6th grade.
Yeah.
And like and to me, like that's fucking nuts. Like I was like playing with action figures. Like I was just like I was the oldest sibling probably. Were you the young sibling too?
I was the oldest in the family, but again,
Oh,
I'm
okay. Okay.
adopted. So technically, I was the youngest in the birth family and the oldest in the adopted. Um, but I just remember
So
like
you have
this.
both those traits. Hang on, sorry. So you have
Yeah,
both those traits. So yeah, you're the youngest genetically, but then like fucking like with the family, you're now the old. That's such a crazy like vibe. Were you
yeah,
your
everything was fucked up.
you so you lived with a family that was not your mother or father?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
was
was in an
adopted.
orphanage. I was in an orphanage for the first 10 and a half months. And my mom described it because she's a bitch. She's dead. Anyway, whatever. She died. No one told me she died because we didn't get along.
Holy
Whatever,
shit.
I found out after. Meaning it was just a couple of years ago. She was in her 90s. I had my fill of her for a long time. But she always said she went into this place where they kept the babies and she was looking for a baby because you could buy a baby. Back then you could pick your baby, right? So I know it's so disgusting.
Well, they
Anyway,
picked a great one. Okay, they
yeah.
picked a great one. All right.
Well, she said she wasn't sure she was going to pick me. She came back several. Who the fuck says that? She came back several times and then she said, "You were the only one that responded to me." And I'm thinking to myself, God, was I stupid? Like that's what I'm thinking. She said I would like reach out to her and so she picked me and I'm like, "Of course I reached out to you." The inevitable fuckery that was going to follow. But yeah, so I was there and then I was a ward of the court again at like 12 and I ran away at 14. So I was in and out of like foster care. I went through like 14 foster care homes. And so, yeah, unstable background.
Yeah, nobody drinking at 7 came from a stable background. That's what I was like. That's what I was hearing in my head. I don't mean that judgy. I'm just saying, like, you just think you
Yeah.
talk really. I'm not being. I mean, I think you're awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
so
no. I can remember. Yeah, and nobody like my family was like my dad was an executive, my mom was an executive, but my mom would take off on the weekends and my dad was left to watch us and he would fall asleep drunk. And I would be like in second grade out all night. Like I'm not joking you. My little friends would stay at my house. We'd all stay there and we were never home. Like we just would go out the front door. My dad would wake up in the same chair the next day and we'd pop back in at 7 in the morning and pretend like we were just getting up. Like literally that happened all the time. It's like
that's so crazy.
yeah, we're
Because like
lucky we're alive, really. But
my mom was my real mom, but then like I was adopted by like her our husband Jim, which I call my dad. He adopted me like 3, and then I have like a stepfather and stuff.
oh, that's cute.
But yeah, I have a lot of like my mom had a lot of boyfriends, so I have a lot of dad figures.
Were
But
you are
but
you friends with the step I mean your adopted dad? Are you still good with
all of
him?
them. I love
Oh,
all of them.
that's
Yeah,
lovely.
I
That's
hang out with them. I
lovely.
make them talk to me and hang out with me. All of them. And like I love the fuck out of all of them. They're awesome. And
That's wonderful. That's so
what
good.
Well, I think I mean, they probably helped me get like deal with my mom's situation. Like after she passed, I think a lot of them like really fucking went out of their way and stepped up to kind of like call me and make sure I'm okay on like Mother's Day and stuff. Like,
Yes, beautiful.
no, I
That
love.
she so she picked good men. Maybe a lot of men, but good men.
Yeah, I only say that a lot. No, my mom always made this joke. She's like, "Why didn't I get a pet in the '80s instead of having a kid?" And I was like, "Well, you couldn't keep your legs closed in the '80s." I always just call her whore, and she's like, she just laughed. She's like, "I just roasted. We roasted each other nonstop, basically." That was like my relationship with my mom. Like, I
That's
just
why you're a comedian. That's
because I have an ego. Yeah, no, she could have done it, but she didn't do it. My mom like felt like she was never good enough. Where I have the opposite, where I think I'm always great. Like I mean, she's like, she was like, she was like, I think she was small, so the world made her feel small, and she was born in
yeah.
like the '60s, so it made her feel smaller. Like today, like if she was born today, she'd be or not today. If she was like 20 something today, she'd probably be thriving in this internet thing. Like yeah, like but
She may be or she may not because she probably still have the same parents. So whatever the parental influence was.
my sister is like a version of her, and then her daughter is like just like her, like almost like
Hmm.
like my niece is like when I hit her up, like she has the same kind of sense of humor as my. She's like 16 maybe, like she just had a birthday. She
Uh-huh.
has like the same sense of humor as like my mom. It reminds me so
That's
much of
so
her.
it's genetic. It runs through families.
And I don't think she even knew her that well because like she hung out a lot when she was young, but when she got sick, she wasn't around. When she was like a teenager doing
Yeah, of
teenager
course not.
things. Yeah, being 13, hanging out at the fucking mall like teenagers do, like not really seeing like so I feel like I feel like it's just weird seeing like it's good it's relieving seeing that in life and like my sister would
Mhm.
call me and just make fun of me and I'm like awesome. Like she'll bum me a cigarette then knock it out of my hand and I'm like I am home. I am home. It's like because no one has the balls to
That's
bully me because I'm
good.
huge. I'm huge, so no one has the balls to bully me. So it's like so anytime someone makes fun of me, it kills me because like most people just aren't you know what I'm saying? Like they're
Yeah.
like scared to make fun of me because I'm a comedian and I'm big. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's like
that's good. I like tall men, big men. I like that. My kids were big. Like your height, my one son and one son was 6'4", so I like tall. My ex-husband's 80 and he's still 6'2". So like
that's
that's how
fucking awesome. 80
yeah.
years old, man. That's got to be cool getting that old.
Oh
I
God, it's funny. It's funny to look at him because I remember the other version of him, and now he's like, I just don't feel the same, and I'm like, I knew this day would come. Like he's so aggravating, but you really do change. Like I can see the change in the way he walks and the way, and it's very interesting because I knew him not to be like that. Okay, like I knew him. I mean, I was 21 and he was 42. So that's like our age difference, but it's really 20 and a half years because it's just halfway through the year. So I knew him to be like in his prime, not young, but doing whatever. And then now I see him so I have to buy him shoes to walk and I'm always like, watch the curb, watch this. And I'm like, who am I? When we go like do stuff, because I take him everywhere with me. But it's very interesting to watch how you progress. And he eats well. I mean, he does everything right, but you're still gonna age.
yeah, no matter
Like
what
you're
happens, yeah.
still going to age. And it's very interesting. But actually, he's pretty good because I throw him in a car and we drive for 6, 7 hours to another state. I throw him out of a car and I'm hiking and then he's taking buses all over there and then picking me up in the car 5 hours later, so I don't let him rest, really. I'm just like, nope, we're doing it. And he still does all that at 80, which is remarkable, really.
I had to take care of my mom. Like it's like a luxury, and it's like, but it's annoying at times, but it's always beautiful. Like for the soul, and like I had a lot of good times. Like taking care. I had a lot of good times, like taking care of my mom and and whoever else. It's like
It's
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 it's a
very
privilege.
interesting. Yeah, it's
I'm
very
sorry.
interesting. It's
It's a privilege to
interesting.
be strong. It's a privilege to be strong and help people. It's a privilege.
That's what when I got divorced, I hated this man when I got divorced. He fucked with me after our son died and that, but I figure out I want my son up there and my son down here to see how you treat people because you don't let them change you. Like if
I agree.
somebody if someone does something to you, I'm not going to change who I am in the sense that I am helpful, so I will continue to be so. That's just it.
Yeah, no, I
That's it.
think it's the same thing. It's like an honor to be the strong person helping the person. He's like, I say, same with like a mom or something like that. Like, and maybe in your relationship too, in a way, I don't know your situation, but I'm saying like I remember my mom dragging my ass across the finish line. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I mean that lady had me like when I used to get in trouble and I got arrested. That's the only lady that saw me in jail. I thought I had all these girlfriends. I thought I had all these
Yeah.
friends. The only fucking person that ever saw me when I was arrested was my mom. The only, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm just
That's
saying.
the second that my kids, anything that happened, they would call me, I'm there. I'm cursing them out. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, it's fucking 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, I'm trying to smack them in the head and, whatever, but I'm there. So whatever it is they need, I'm there always. Even though it's fucking annoying. Like your mom was annoyed at you when you got arrested. I know this.
Probably, yeah, probably.
Yeah, you're just looking at them going, what?
No, my stepdad and my mom like sat me down one time. They're just like, and I was just like 21 and drunk all the time, and just like just doing whatever I want to do, sleep on the couches, and just not even having a plan. And they just be like, they'd be like, man, when you were 14 years old, you like hacked like sci-fi server and called them all idiots and shit, and now you're just like drinking to being a loser. Like, what are you like? They were just like, what happened to you, man? Like, they're just like, and I like peaked late too. I like, dude, like every like, dude, I remember like 28 and have nothing going for myself, dude. Like you mean like just nothing and like I don't know. I'm blessed now. I'm completely blessed. I would have to fuck up so
It
hard to be
takes a
honest.
while for some people. It takes a while. Who wants to be an adult on this planet? I sure as hell didn't,
I
you
was a
know.
37-year-old teenager until my mom died. Like, and then it made me man up. I'm like, now I got like a fucking house, an apartment, a fucking bus. I mean, all these fucking things, 4 car. I mean, like, and then none of that means anything because it's all fake because it's all simulation. And like, I leave one day and somebody else will be owning it eventually. But it's good, better to have than not. And like, just like I freaked out when I feel like my mom passed. Where I'm
You
like,
change physically right around 45 or 48.
I do, or you? Oh, in the comments, yeah, you
No,
changed.
they're saying you do. I don't know. I'm 60, so I don't know.
You're a vampire if you're 60. That's crazy.
I am.
You're
I
fucking
am.
you're out there drinking the adrenochrome in LA, you know, you're like,
No, I
fucking
don't. I didn't do shit since I'm 20. I didn't drink. I
there's
didn't
no way like
smoke.
you're 60, that's crazy.
I'm
That's
born
crazy.
in 66. I'm definitely that.
That's the year my
Voila.
mom was born. Holy fuck, is that 60 already? She died at 57. Holy shit, that's 60. Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
My son is 34. My oldest son is 34. Yeah. My
My
younger
mom
one
would be
would be
60 this
30.
year. My mom
Yeah.
would be 60 this year. That's
The
crazy.
same age as me. Exactly. That's
That's
voila.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Health is wealth, Holly. It definitely is.
Yo,
Oh,
if you guys follow Sloan on Instagram and like you will get so jealous of her paths and like how she like I'll see the most beautiful
hiking up and
nature.
down.
Dude, every day it just looks. I'll go through that. I'm like just like fucking in my bed with like my sheet over my head, like just like food in my beard, just like scrolling. I'm like, man, I should go for a walk. But like you have the most like beautiful scenic route. Like it's just like
I just did the Grand Canyon. So we drove to Utah, which is beautiful. I love Utah. I can use the restrooms in public there. They are so clean. I don't know what in LA I would never use a public bathroom.
Utah is pretty fucking clean. That is
Oh my
true.
God, so
That's true.
beautiful. So we go through the Zion. So we get up at like 4, 3 in the morning, 4. I get in the car, I throw the ex-husband in the car. We drive all the way to Utah. I get out, I do Angel's Landing. He takes a little bus around all the stops, you know? And so it's like 2.5 hours for me. And I come back down. Then we go to the hotel. We go to Dairy Queen. Don't ever repeat that. I go to Dairy Queen everywhere I go because I have a mental problem. Then we drove to the Grand Canyon out through Bryce. We hiked there. I mean, mostly me. And I did the rim to rim in the Grand Canyon. So I did like 22 plus miles. Then we got in a car and drove to Sedona and went to a chapel where we walked about 5 more miles. Not really like me trying to walk. And then we went to Flagstaff for dinner, but that's like I dragged him in 3 days doing all of that and then back to LA. That's what I do. So the beautiful scenery was in 3 different states or 3 different areas in 2 different states. No, we
That
went through
sounds
Nevada too.
that sounds so amazing. Yeah, I'll just see your stories. I'm just like, what a fucking cool walking path. Like, I just like that's cool as shit, dude. Like, I love that.
Yeah,
I
there's
love it.
different, there's local ones I do. I go
Wait,
all the
wait,
way up and down.
Your
Whit-
birthday's next week, you motherfucker, you old
oh,
motherfucker.
there, Whitney will be 58. Happy birthday, Whitney.
I didn't
Whitney,
know
my
that.
voice.
Whitney's my actual fucking friend. I didn't even know his birthday was next week. That's crazy. Like, happy birthday, Whitney, you old
You old
motherfucker.
bag, Whitney.
Yeah. I told Whitney earlier he'd make a great Walmart greeter. He's getting to that age, you know.
Oh God,
I
don't
told
kill.
I told that earlier. I was just fucking with him. He's like, Whitney's dope.
Oh my
Whitney's just
God, there you go, Holly. I do cactus to clouds twice a month. I'm not doing it now, it's too hot. I do it twice a month through the winter, and I have since 2017. Toughest day hike in North America. It's a 10,400 foot altitude gain. And I climb up and down that fucking thing like crazy. I go by myself at 2 o'clock in the morning, pitch black. I get up at 1 here. I drive to Palm Springs. I get out of my car. I pee on the sidewalk. I don't care. I'm I don't care. And I start hiking up that. It's straight fucking altitude. So a couple hours in the dark, and then I do it in like I get to the tram in like 5 hours, then to the top in like another hour and a half. But I do that like twice a month, and it's so intense. Then I come back down the tram, get in my car, and drive 2.5 hours back home because traffic sucks at that time. So I do it in a day. I just go on a loop hiking always.
It's fucking awesome. I'll probably end up doing that when I quit smoking weed because I need some kind of like
There you
adrenaline.
go.
I need
Yeah,
some kind of.
I
I
just
need. Do what?
hike,
Yeah, I'll
take a
probably do
peek and
cardio.
hike.
I'll probably lift and do cardio. I'll get back into that. I like. I did it every day till my mom passed. I went to shock, so I got fat. So I gotta get back to
Yeah,
like.
no, it happens. It happens. I didn't stop moving after my son died. I drove to Palm Springs 2 or 3 times a day. Like I'm talking 6 hours of driving, get out, 20 minutes, get back in, drive back. I couldn't sit still. So I could not sit still. I had a hard time working. I couldn't sit still. I couldn't sleep in a bed. I couldn't take a shower. I couldn't fucking do. I slept on the bathroom floor. Don't ask me why. Hard like tile floor. I had to feel the tile on my body. I couldn't get into a bed. I couldn't speak. Like I don't even know what to say. So I know what you're saying. I just couldn't do anything. Cactus to Clouds is a hike. Look it up. Look it up. Google Cactus to Clouds. It's the toughest day hike in North America with the highest altitude gain. It's like climbing to base camp in Nepal. You climb over 10,000 feet in one hike. So in under, I think it's like, well, no, to get to the top, it's like 19 miles, but you're climbing 10,400 feet. You start at 400 feet above sea level and you climb to 10,800. It's intense as fuck. You go through 3 atmospheres and the altitude is just crazy. Oh, you're answering as I ask. Haha. Yeah, that's Cactus. It's a hike. Google it. It's the best. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's a hiking trail. There you go. Yeah, it's the best. I love it. It's fabulous. I put my son's ashes on every hiking trail too. I put them. I make my ex-husband go to the top of some that he can get to, that aren't, he can't do that one. But we drop them everywhere. I've dropped them on the ski lifts he used to ski on everywhere. So when I climb to a peak, I'm always dropping ashes. That's what I do. I don't know. Did you cremate your mother?
Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. She wanted that. She wanted that, dude. Like, to me, it was a fucking fear factor challenge because it was like I had to go inside and be like, "Can I have my mom's ashes?" And I go in
Yes.
there and I did, and they're like, "Do you have your ID?" I'm like, "No, fucking Google me. I'm not. I don't have a fucking ID. Google me." And I'm like showing them to really look me up and shit. And they're like, "No, that doesn't really count because anybody could do blah blah blah." I'm like, "Okay." So I had to drive back to my bus. I lived in a bus at the time. Drive back to the bus,
Aw.
and then I had to grab my ID. And then I had to go in there and then I'd ask again. I'd admit to the world that my mom was dead again. It's just like, I'm like, oh my God. And I had to grab that shit because she wanted to be cremated. That's what she wanted. It's like, I'm just supposed to have her ashes now, apparently. So I have them at her rental house in like a room. I locked it in. But it's like, but dude, that was the worst day of my life, dude. And then like my sister,
That's the worst day. That's the worst day. Yeah. That's the worst day picking them up. The ashes.
dude, yeah, no, it was definitely so fucked up. And then like for my sister, she wanted to see her before she's cremated. So I told them that and they just burned her without permission basically. And then like I had to yell at him and be like, you basically just desecrated the dead and disrespected my family's wishes pretty much of the dead And like to me, I think they're covering up evidence because they fucking killed her. Like in my opinion, but it's like
Yeah, if
I
they
can't.
cremated her fast, it could be.
I couldn't. Here's the thing: I couldn't go down that road because how do I describe this? Because like I would just get mad and not be able to handle it myself properly. But
Yeah.
but I literally watched like they literally like in my opinion, even the reviews on the website say they kill the people in there. Like I had that
They
overwhelming
do it
feeling.
all the time. If you're over 60, they don't care who you are. They
She's
don't give a
56.
shit.
She was
Yeah, but
56 years
but
old.
if she's sick, they don't want to
Yeah.
keep you. They want to take your money and they want to still use their social security and they want to still do stuff and still track it. I know what they do. I know what they
I,
do.
no, it's funny. My mom's last request was make sure that I grab all of her stuff so they don't get it. That's literally what she told
Good for
me.
her.
She goes, she goes, you fucking go to my account, you withdraw all that fucking money, and then you go, and then you get my. She didn't know I don't want to talk about this publicly. The next part, but yeah, no, I did that part. I did that whenever she asked me to. Yeah, I basically did everything my mom asked me to. I kept her house the way she wanted it. I planted roses out
Yeah.
front the way she wanted. I kept everything the way I think she'd be impressed with how I handled everything. To be honest, like, but and like I didn't get to, like the like for a story. So when the crematory fucked up, right?
Oh
Um,
God.
they like yeah, it's dark to talk about, but it's
God.
I have to have a
It's
sense of
not
humor. But
dark. They do. I mean, what they did was dark, but
fucking
shit
insane.
happens. They do stupid shit.
She was like, "Can do you want like a free urn or something?" Is what she asked me, and
Yes.
I go,
Yes.
I'm gonna look this up because basically you just like disrespected the dead, and I'm gonna see if this is a lawsuit. You're insane. And then like,
Oh God.
and then she goes, okay. And then like the owner calls me and he goes, Anthony, I am so sorry that happened, and was like sincere. And he goes, I would like to offer you your money back, and I'm really sorry that happened. And I go, you know what? I forgive you, and that's fair. Like, thank you for calling me, and like, thank you for apologizing like a man. He called me and took
Yeah.
accountability,
Good.
yeah, like I appreciate accountability. Everyone else on the phone was like dodging it, and then like he took accountability and apologized. And I forgive people. I'm Christian, so I have to forgive people to be forgiven. You know, really, like in my religion.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, like, but yeah, no, I think that that was a
Terrible.
crazy fucking thing that happened, and I just started being friends with my sister again. Where we're getting along, and I was like, "You're telling my sister?" Like, I'm not telling Heather that happened, you know. And I'm just like, "Oh God!" It was like, that was just such a fucked up time, man. Like,
We had the funeral we had the whatever he died during COVID and the one of his friends came to the house and they just buried her sister. And so she said, because I didn't know what to do with I didn't know what to do. You don't know what to do, right? Because you don't have anybody dead recently. So we took him, he was taken over to that crematorium. And I got cookie jars, four of them, like, from Ross's. I got four like clear cookie jar, like tea bag jar, whatever, like this big. I told them put it into four parts, right? Like four separate parts. And then I ordered this is how weird I am. Well, first of all, they told me we couldn't view the body because it was COVID and they couldn't have the crematorium and the viewing in the same place. So I told the guy to bring my son home. I would put him in the living room and he could fuck off. I actually went bananas. So they broke the rules and let everybody, there's like 40 people that came to see him, which was fine. And I couldn't even understand why they were crying. I couldn't even understand that he was in that room dead, if that makes sense. Like I kept asking people, why are you crying? I mentally couldn't get it in my head, even though I was staring at him. I couldn't deal with it really. I just had the makeup done for him, like that. Anyway, this is weird. So they gave me the four tins. There weren't tins, they're glass. And I put him in the car. They gave me his motorcycle helmet. I put that in the car and I sat there. I was so like fucked up. I couldn't drive home. I had to do it all myself. Nobody would help me in the house. So like you, I had to do all this shit. But I ordered these urns off of Amazon, like for his friends, like 13 little urns for his friends. And I started when we got home, his ex-girlfriend came over, and the first thing she did, I kid you not, which made me ease up, is she opened the container with the one of the containers with the ashes and stuck her face in it. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? She goes, I want to know if I can smell him. And then she goes, I want to touch it. So we started making jewelry with his ashes with resin. So I started making jewelry. I'm dead serious. I don't know why. I've got
Wow.
rings where I have his ashes and bracelets where I have his ashes. And then we put all the stuff into like the urns for his friends and then they made necklace. So I started doing that. So I just started handing his ashes out to people who loved him. Weirdly.
That's actually beautiful. That's beautiful.
It was very strange. I'm not like that. So whatever, that's maybe what he wanted, I guess. But that's what I did.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mom just told
thank
me
you,
too.
Holly. Thank you, Keithy. Yes, my son. Thank you, Holly.
Yeah, my yeah, like I just have my mom's like ashes at her house in a in a room I locked up because I'm just like I got a lot of
Set
stuff in
her
there.
free. Set her free.
I don't know.
Can you?
My sister has half of her ashes. My sister has her half her ashes in a cookie jar. Is why I laughed when you said that because she
Oh
has her in a
yeah,
cookie jar.
it's the same.
And then like
Yeah.
and my mom had a lot of surgery, so my sister found like a nutter bolt that was like in her shoulder or hips or something.
It's so weird. There's bone in there too. There's
Yeah,
actual bone. And the ashes are all different colors. Your mother's ashes will have their own unique color. My son's had a certain texture to it. My friend's husband died probably like a year after my son. She left the ashes in my car unbeknownst to me. Unbeknownst to me, they were in my trunk. And on the way home, I could hear him say, your ashes are in there. So when I looked at his ashes, totally different color. Like our skin, they
yeah.
vibrate a different color. Not joking. Like for real. So I've noticed that. I started looking at people's ashes and they're all different colors.
I heard my mom's voice when her ashes were in my wife's truck I was driving. It was like I was after I got the ashes, I drove back and I had like this. I found this thing that I felt like she gave me to this painting. I'll get to that later, maybe I don't know. But like so, I was driving and I passed like the turn, and then I'm in St.
Mm.
Louis, so I just like did it anyway because like traffic
Yeah,
laws
because
are still in St. Louis.
who cares?
So yeah, I just did this long turn, and she goes, "Still can't drive." Like I heard her make fun of me driving still, and I'm just like, "That's so funny." Like it was just like
They're right beside us. They're right beside us. And I swear to you, there's because when my dad died, I could hear him for like 3 years everywhere. My ex-husband could hear him auditory, hear him. Like you say, you can hear him like that. Like he'd be
yeah.
like, why is your dad here? And he's not like that, right? You could hear him.
Mine's in my
But
head though. Mine's telepathic though. Mine's not ears. Mine's telepathic. Like I
yeah,
got
sometimes I hear it outside of myself.
that's interesting.
Not not
I
a
don't
lot.
do that.
Not Yeah, not a lot, but you're hearing your mom telepathically. But like when my husband heard it, we both woke up because we heard my dad call my nickname, right? So we both like popped up like no one knows that in here except for him, right? So, but it's like a membrane there. And I've also seen it when I'm trying to connect with people, how they show me is they come down, like if they're going to come through and speak, it's almost like they show me an elevator and a door and they come through it. So like they've been given permission, but sometimes they can't get past that. Like after a year or two, they can't automatically come through like to sit right here. It has to be dimensionally. It's weird. It's so different for everybody and for each person that passes. But sometimes they come through a door or they show me that. You know what I mean? Like maybe they need me to see the door so that I know they're coming through a dimension. And other times, like you see your mom, so you're clairaudient. You hear. So to receive conversation in here, it is called clairaudient. There's clairsentient to feel, claircognizance, you have knowing, clairaudient, you hear it, or you just speak it yourself. Like you know
Okay,
something and
with
you
my
speak
mom.
it.
Sorry, I get hyped up. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
but
that's
but
that's
no,
what you have.
with my mom, I saw her smile around a couple times. Like
That's
like uh
nice.
like I was Christmas shopping for. I got
I
a,
told you she liked Christmas. I fucking told you.
no, she did, and like I was no, she did like Christmas a lot. She liked a lot of stuff, but she I was Christmas shopping and I saw her smile and she was so happy I was getting other people gifts. Like I saw that. And then
Yeah,
because I got in a lot of arguments with people where like basically one Christmas I just gave everybody's gifts to the homeless because everybody pissed me off. So
yeah.
so what she saw like I literally just gave
That's
all the
funny.
well to me and but not to everybody else. I think she was happy when she saw that and like, okay, so I can sense like evil around too.
Yep.
Um, this I feel like this demon uses my grandpa's scent to basically fuck with me and make me feel like I'm safe. And then
Oh, yeah. Well, then you're picking up on the trickery.
I'm getting
Demons will
chills
come to
talking
you.
about it. I'm getting chills talking about it. So basically, my rosary around my neck broke the other day, and
Oh, that
then
broke the energy. That's good. Busted the
that's
energy.
good.
Yes, because when something's attacking you, it took the brunt of the attack and broke.
But I need another one, probably, right?
Yeah, go get another one, right? You got
Yeah.
to. Do you know what? You want to go somewhere really nice? You want to take your wife somewhere really nice eventually when you get there to Sedona? I literally, my ex-husband found it, but there's a church there called, and you can look it up online, Chapel of the Holy Cross, and it's built into the Red Rock by in the 1950s, 1956. It's on a vortex and it's a Catholic church and it's the most beautiful church I've ever seen. It is spectacular. And they have pilgrimages there, but it was so quiet. Like maybe 20 people could fit in there maybe, and it was stunning. And so they were getting ready to close and they asked us, like 10 more minutes, whatever. I had to run to my car to grab my water bottle to take all the holy water. So now I got the holy water, so ain't nothing touching me. Do you do the holy water thing?
Yeah, I drink it
Do
sometimes.
you do you?
Take
I'm
shot.
afraid. I don't know who's touched it, like germ wise, but I got the holy water there, and then I'll make sprays and I'll, clear energy with it. But it's so beautiful. You should look at that chapel. It's exquisite. It's lovely. And I'm not a church person, so
No,
it's
I
just
think
gorgeous.
I think the world's the church. But yeah, no, fucking dude, I can. Did I tell you about this time a demon followed me from a dream? Did I tell you about that?
No, you're scaring me now. I'm putting the cross up.
No, okay, so no, it was funny. I scared it off though, but it was like so I was picking on this like low dimensional being in like another world, I guess, in my dream or something, and like it was
Right.
like this tiny little low dimensional demon thing, and
Yeah,
I
little,
found
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
the sleep paralysis demon. I found out later on there's paintings of him in like the 15th century and shit. I found out like he's fucking timeless apparently. So
Ah.
anyway, but anyway, so I roast this guy in this dream. And like I fuck, I'm just bullying him because he's tiny, and it's kind of funny because I don't really like evil. I feel like a man of God, and I love good and
Yeah,
stuff.
evil's bad,
So I was
obviously.
like, I was bullying the little demon guy, and then I woke up to escape like I will in dreams. Like if shit's going bad, I'm like, wake up, like, it's like,
Wake the
like
fuck up
so,
now.
so I escaped, right? And he came out. I think he came out of a mirror, and basically that I had in the bus. He came through a mirror.
Oh, mirrors are portals. Yeah,
I think
cover them
so.
up at night.
I
Cover
think
them up.
so. I didn't
They
see
are.
this part, but I think that's how he got there. So he came to me and he had this weird gun that he shot me with that was like a laser that made me not move. So I'm trying to wake up my wife. I'm like, grab him, grab him. You know, I'm still trying to go. I'm still trying to go full. I'm still trying to fuck with this guy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get you. I'm like trying. I can't talk either. So I'm trying to be like, Gabby, grab him. But I can't like talk. And the only thing I could say is, God, please save me. And then he disappeared like a little bitch as soon as I said, I go, God, please save me.
Yeah, they can't handle that. You know how you tell if a person has a demon on them? I do it all the time.
Yeah.
When you're at say you're at a dinner party. I do it with kids sometimes and they always react. So you're at a dinner party and you can go right up and whisper in the person's ear or talk to them and say, in the name of Jesus, amen. And you'll watch them. They'll hiss, they'll go, watch people, and I'll bring it up in a conversation and they react. That's how I know.
No,
So
they hate the
you
name of
had a
Jesus.
demon of oppression on you. So meaning, because when you smoke weed, that's a fucking portal too.
Fuck. I need to
Hmm.
stop doing all that shit. I'm like, I need to get sober. Just like, I'm doing so good
Exactly.
stoned.
I
If I just
keep
got sober
rosaries
too.
and holy water around me. Oh, good for you, Holly. Very smart.
I wore it around my neck and it snapped the other day. So I need to get a new one. Like,
Yes, the reason it snaps is because you're asking for it for protection. Rosary beads
always.
are right. Well, if something is attacking you, the rosary bead's taking the energetic hit and it breaks.
Yeah. So I
That's
need
what
another
it's
one.
doing. Yeah,
So
that's what it's doing.
I
You
need
need
like
a new
five.
one. Yeah.
I need like five. Like, I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. I have one outside the front of my house. It's I guess my husband's grandmother's one, like an old one. We put it out on the front porch on a little stick, like thing, a nail out there to protect. But you got to cleanse everything. You got to quit smoking. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. I got to go to sleep. It's 11 here. What time is it there?
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, we've been talking for it's 1 a.m. here. Holy shit. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize what time it was either. I
I'm
was
getting
just
like
vibing. No, I appreciate you coming on my show. It's always
you
great
calmed
talking
the
to you.
cat down. The cat's now given up on food.
Your cat already died of starvation. It's I'm just joking. I'll just fuck around. But
She's a
no,
chubby monkey. She's
no,
not going to die.
I didn't
Thank
realize.
you guys for the chat. All of y'all with the chat. Yes. Brush up on your psychic defense. Yeah. You know what you could wear too? You could wear the rosary beads, but you could also wear shungite on that prevents psychic attacks. Shungite. So like just a chain with shungite or carry it in your pocket.
Yeah, I just feel
Because you're going to have
exhausted.
people attacking you because you pray to God, period. Because you're Christian, period. They come for gods, they come for Christians,
Oh,
period.
I know. No, I know.
Even if you're praying at home and you're at home in prayer, they will fuck with you because you dared to pray. The minute you get
Yeah.
sober, they'll loop you in to try to take you out. That's the shit they do.
Yeah, I quit everything. So I should basically quit weed. Weed's just fucking. It gets gay at this point. It's like I'm like stoned all day. It's such a waste of time, and it's just like
Yeah, I
doing.
was hat clapping at Holly, not you.
Dang, it's 1 a.m. But I'm so glad. Yeah, it is 1 a.m. I didn't realize how late it was, so you brought that up. Like I was like, dude,
No,
she's
it's
right about.
11 my bedtime because I'm getting up at 4.
Oh, you're crazy, dude. She's right about the weed being a portal. Brush up on your psychic
It,
defense. Yeah, no, I agree, Joe. That's crazy as fuck. And I believe in all that shit, man. I think I used to get fucked up with Joe. I used to smoke a bunch of weed when we were kids, but it's like but no, I don't want to deal with any of that shit, man. I just want to be, you know what I mean? I just want to fucking be a good person to go to heaven. That's all I care about at this point
You
in my
are a
life.
good person whether you smoke weed or not. It's just the weed hinders your it opens the doorway so they can come in because you're not fully conscious in your temple. Your body is your temple.
I know. I
I
just,
mean, no, but you're not a bad person because you do. That doesn't make you
oh no.
bad.
Well, I know. I just want to be completely good. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. This is my goal
You're
now.
completely good.
That was my goal. Holly asks, what you say? Sloan, you still use a shungite, am I saying the word right? Shungite? Shower
Shungite.
head?
Say it
Do you,
again.
she goes, are you still using a shungite shower head?
Not in this house because I just moved, so not here. No, because I just moved, so they have their own shower head, and I can't figure out how to get the damn thing off. But yeah, yeah, Anthony. Yes, he is a good person.
Well, I think that's the
Weed
goal. I think
used to
that's the
make me
goal.
want to hide in a closet. Yeah, weed did that to me too. I was 15 the last time I smoked weed. I could do LSD, but I could never smoke weed.
I fell in love with weed hard, and the thing is, like, I didn't want to like do like hard drugs like a fucking loser. I saw if I was related to doing it or anybody else just doing it, and they just like fucked up their whole life. And I was sober till my mom passed, and I started smoking again, just not to be sad all the time. But I think it's
Yeah,
like time to grow the fuck up, and
you
I just
have
need,
to do whatever you have to do to get through that period.
yeah,
Regardless, like
I
I
think
had
it's
to do it
over.
sober. I had to do it sober. My son went ape shit crazy, the shit trouble. My ex went crazy. I didn't have the luxury of that because I had to deal with everything. So, but I understand because I watched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all my friends are on cocaine and coffee, and I'm on weed. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah, no, cocaine's terrible for you because you'll never
I
be
don't.
happy again after you do cocaine.
I don't do that shit because I'm fucking fat and old. You know what I mean? It's like if I was like 20, I'd probably do. I'd probably do it. But
Well, you
I
could,
mean,
but you know what? I'll tell you something. My stepson, who was 27, or was he 28 when he passed? I was 29. He was 9 months younger than me. He died of cocaine. He
yeah, it's
died.
not. I have
Like,
buddies like that too, man. My buddy was a saxophone player in the Driftways. Like he fucking overdosed. Like
oh,
he had fucking two kids. He had two daughters and shit, man. It was so fucked up, man. Like no, I had a lot of fucking friends like didn't make it as far as like, dude. There was this post
yeah.
on Facebook like the other week or just probably a couple months ago now of all the kids that fucking died of overdoses in crazy ways that I went to school with, and man, there is like hundreds of them that passed young. It is
That's
crazy.
what they want. The government puts drugs out there. It's a governmental plan. I tried to teach my kids that. They didn't listen to me.
I think it's a
But it
depopulation tactic. I mean, they want
Yeah,
you
it
not.
is. It's government. I'm not going to allow you into my body with that too. And who knows what they put in shit.
Yeah, like the
You know what I'm
pharmaceutical
saying? On
industry.
top of shit.
like after my drug days, everybody started doing fentanyl. It seemed like, so it's like that wasn't a thing when I was a kid. So like
No.
like I talk to these these people in your town. They're like young as fuck. They're like 20, 30, and they're like and they're which I guess is old to young people, but still, but I call young as fuck. But it was like, but I'm just saying, like they do all these crazy drugs and shit that I never thought of. And fentanyl just seems like some pharmaceutical trap, like you're saying, the government thing. They just
It's definitely, but see, the fentanyl out here is in everything. So when an eighth grader takes a Benny or a whatever they're calling them these days, an up or a down or whatever the hell, and they take it, they could die from that experimenting that you and I did that we didn't die from because they laced it with fentanyl. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's so atrocious. They put it in everything. You can't even buy weed here because you don't know if it's been laced with fentanyl. So you would have to go to the weed shop, is what I'm saying. Aw, thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Coke never ends well. But yeah, I mean, they're killing kids. I hate them.
Yeah,
We
Joe
know
knows
this.
Zach too, man. Zach was such a nice kid. He was a saxophone player for the Driftways, which is a pretty big band in St. Louis a
Oh,
couple years ago. And like, he just fucking dude. That kid was so fun and just like, he was just like, it just sucked, man. Seeing that, it was like one of my
all drug addiction is trauma based. So
obviously,
no,
yeah, I think
yeah,
that for
but you
sure.
you just said it. Your mother died, you started this. Like
I
you're
agree.
labeling it. Your friend that died, the band member, there's a deeper trauma on there. That probably wasn't the first thing he was doing, and it was probably a succession, like for 16 years before he actually passed. That's what I peg up in my head.
No, you
So,
nailed it. He was heavy doing coke for a long time. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, he was probably given chances and did not. But no one, none of us. Do you know what I'm saying? You
No,
have an
yeah.
overdose, you get back out, you do it again, whatever it
He was a
is.
kid at heart. No, I get your point. He was a kid at heart for sure, and I wouldn't deny anything you said. Like he was a kid at heart, and I mean, it fucking got a bunch of my buddies, and it's not worth it. Like that's why, again, it's just not. I mean,
It's
if I see
so terrible. It's so terrible.
no, it got a bunch of my buddies, and like the thing is, like most, I mean, I'm just a dude that knew him. You know what I mean? So fuck me, but like he had two daughters, dude. That's fucking
I know.
crazy.
Yeah, they have
And
to suffer and then they have to let step parents into their life and they have to do that. But yeah, it's terrible.
I
It's
picture him
terrible.
how you described Mac Miller. Like I saw a reel of you talking about Mac Miller,
Yeah,
and like I almost saw Zach kind of like that. Like I don't know if it's real, but I had the same kind of vibe just now that he was like, "Oh fuck, I did that. Like I just overdosed." He's like, "Oh shit,"
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he was
yeah.
just
No,
kind of like I think he
yeah,
had like well how you described Mac Miller. It seemed like that happened to Zach. Like he's
yeah.
just
When
like
my stepson passed, like with my own son, my stepson and my son, I knew one of my sons was going to die. I was given the information 2 months before it happened. I didn't know which one. That's what drove me crazy. But with my stepson, I was given the information. I was pregnant with my youngest, and I was given the information that he would pass by Halloween. So I just gave birth to my little one, and then this one overdosed. But when he died, okay, I was so angry at him for doing the drugs. I can't even tell you. I was just like, I don't fucking care. I just was like, that's it, not dealing with it. I hated my husband. Do you know what I mean? I just was so angry that that happened. I can't describe the level of rage. I
yeah.
started just walking 13 miles a day and I didn't shower for a long time and I didn't eat. I got developed an eating disorder after that, like another form of stupidity. But my point is at his wake. So obviously we had a wake and you know how people have food at the wake? Like they have the food that people go. I grabbed a half a cake. Okay. So there's like a bunch of cakes. I cut a half a piece because I'm a girl. And I went to the downstairs bathroom and it was at our neighbor's house in the downstairs bathroom. And I was sitting on the toilet, not to pee, to eat the cake, right? And I'm sitting there and I felt him come through. So this is 2 weeks after he died. It was a little bit more than that because we had the funeral. It was the wake thing after. I felt him come through. He tried to get in my crown chakra. And I got a massive, like I could feel him tapping my head like this. So I was looking around and he was so angry he died. And I'll tell you, he was so fucking angry. Okay. Like seriously, he could not believe it. Didn't mean to. Kind of showed me what happens when they overdose. What happened is he did the drugs and he felt a euphoria. This is what was shown to me. So like a euphoric feeling, okay? Because I got the feeling like I was high and really happy. And then the crown chakra, so the top of your head, he kind of showed me how this opened, and he floated up here and then it locked shut and he couldn't get back in. And so he's banging on my head like he was trying to get into the top of his body. That's when he realized he died. That's when he didn't mean to do it. Like I saw him do that. You know what I'm saying? And then I was ill for like 3 weeks after because it was so intense. For me, I'd like for me to, try to explain this to people. But then he tried to come, this is a true story. He tried to come back through a family member. So a family member got pregnant. I was showing the pregnancy, but not the face. I was showing the body. And then when she was like 6 months pregnant, I saw her and I saw him standing beside her and he said, "No, I'm not coming back." And so she went into early labor and the baby had passed. But I saw that. Yeah, thank you, Holly. Yeah, so I had seen that happen. So the soul was so upset that it passed quickly, it almost made the decision to come right back in. And then after that, the energy, I didn't feel it for a year. And I was told or shown, but kind of told that he went to like a hospital on the other side to equalize his energy. So like to shut the soul down till it could accept what it did and see what it did and like kind of equalize it. Do you know what I'm saying with that?
Yeah, yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. And then before his little brother died, he came to me and I knew someone was going to pass because my stepson came to me to collect somebody is what I was told. So that's what happened. But they when they overdose, it's 99% of the time they don't mean to do it. Like they literally are not intentionally trying to do it. Some people will overdose on purpose, like zone out, like shoot up a bunch of heroin or take a bunch of pills. But most of them are in utter shock because I think it's the energy closes so they can't get back in. I saw it with a DMT kid. Um, he he was a he owned his grandfather owned a big studio in Hollywood. Anyway, the kid was like 31 when I met him, and we were watching a movie at a studio. That's how I met him. Okay, like inside the grandfather's studio. We were watching this movie, this showing, and he was telling me how he does DMT on the weekends, this kid, right? And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, 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 no. No. And then he's saying to me how he's going, what is this? He's like, I went out of my body and I saw the silver cord, which is really like your umbilical cord, a representation. My younger son would call it the space suit. Okay. It was my older son that would say it. He'd say, the body's here and I'm going back to my space suit. My son could get out of body quite a bit. But anyway, this kid, he said that he saw his cord and he saw it fraying like a shoelace fraying. And I said, you're fucking stupid. The next time you do it, you're going to pop right out of your body and it's broken. And once it's broken, you cannot get back in. That's the drug. That's when you overdose. It frays the connection between the etheric and the physical, and they can't be brought back. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that?
Yeah,
You
that's
know, when
crazy.
you twist a rope and it fragments? That's what he said he saw. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You do the DMT again, you're going to pull farther away. And they got you out there. Like you said, you're captured in a bubble over here. They got you over there. Yeah, this is silver cord. Exactly. But they got you in a bubble. That's like when you say you were held hostage over there, they can capture you.
No, I noticed. I noticed.
Yeah, they
I
can
was just like,
capture your yeah, so I don't think people understand that. Like you do the drug and you're like, whatever. But when the body shuts down, you really can't get in. It's different than like if you have a stroke and you're still in the physical and you're residing around it, the overdose cuts it, and then you're cut. You're cut from the electricity of the body. What do you do?
yeah, that's fucking crazy to think about, man. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm still. I got some stuff to do for a little bit. I got some years
Yeah,
to do some stuff.
exactly. No.
Hopefully.
I can't wait to see how it happens with me.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's definitely part of the ride. It's just like it's definitely part of the ride. The thing about
Yeah,
I feel like I do out of body stuff, but I don't realize I'm doing it sometimes. Like I've seen some
you
stuff like that.
could. Yeah, you
Well,
could.
I think that sleep paralysis little fucker, like I think I was in his little world, and
He
he
would
followed me.
pull you out of your body and sleep because it's easier to get to you while you're sleeping. You're not
That's the
cognizant.
that's the only chance these little guys got, like the crown chakra and kind of the same during
Yeah,
trapped is limitless light. And so, how do
I
you
can't
say
see.
that? Ain't so or how do you say that?
Oh, I can't. Oh, there. I couldn't see all the comments. Sorry.
I
The crown
barely
chakra
graduated high
and
school, so
tether. Yeah, are the same. Yeah, during the overdose, he may have been trapped in limitless light. Yeah,
what's that next
yeah.
word?
I
Ain't
can't
so.
pronounce it, and
Me
I
neither.
don't.
I'm a
I've
fucking
never even
retard.
heard of that, and
Me
I
neither.
don't know. I can't pronounce it. I'm blonde. I don't can't.
I'm fucking retarded. I fucking don't know how to read. But
Okay, now it's 11:15 and we still chatted. Can souls of people hear us if we Yes, they can hear you. Absolutely they can hear you. Yes. I promise you, learn how to communicate with your dead loved ones in a different way. Learn how to do it in a different way. Not this way, but learn how to do it. You can have a better relationship doing that.
I
Yes.
saw I saw my mom in my dreams like every night for like years.
That's nice.
As well, it was and it wasn't. Yeah, like wait, sleep
Yes, they can
paralysis.
pull you out of your body because you're in a sleep state. And because you're paralyzed, you can't fight back. You can always come back. Like he said, he just has to pray to God and come back. Yes.
Well, I woke up
Uh,
to escape, and then I prayed to God. I was like,
yeah.
God, save me.
And
What is
then he has to let it go. If you say in the name of Jesus, amen, they will fucking back shoot that when I'm clearing a house, I'm reading biblical verse. And I've never read the Bible, but I'm reading the verses in the Bible to clear them away, okay? To clear it away. Mm, I'm gonna have to read that. All
That's
right, Mr.
interesting.
Anthony, we gotta go because it's now late past my bedtime.
All right, go to bed, young lady. I'll thank you for going backwards in your career and being here. You're an absolute legend. I appreciate it.
I'll
We'll have
talk to you
you on.
soon.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have you on again. Good seeing you. Get some
Thank
sleep.
you, Anthony's people.
Cool, cool. And then let's see. Quotable. You're saying I'll answer some questions for a little bit still, but or bullshit for a little bit. But I'm just saying
I
how I feel
must
about
go.
people.
Do you guys mind? Is it going to be
No, do
problematic?
your thing.
Thank
You've been here
you.
forever, Sloan. You've been here forever. I appreciate you. Get some sleep. Take care of
Love ya.
yourself. Love
Bye.
you. Take care. We got how fucked up would it be if you ended up in the same point of that dream and you said, God help me. That's true too. If you realize you're dreaming, you can probably fuck with these demons quite a bit too. But the sleep paralysis demons fucking crazy because if you Google like sleep, like my internet's fucked up right now. So let me try to fucking show you what I found. I found like paintings of it from like forever ago, and it looked just like this little fucking painting. If I could pull this up on the screen, um, it's giving me chills looking at it. It literally looked just like this fucker. Let me find presentation on the screen. Hang on, I'm stupid and I'm fucking tired, so I'm trying to pull up the fucking thing. Okay, what's that showing you, motherfucker? Is that doing it? Let me see. It's not zooming in. I'm on the wrong screen. Hang on. Share this tab. There we go. So it looked literally just like this. So like I was in a dream. And then I was picking on this little guy. Like I was like making fun of him, just like kind of fucking with him and stuff. And I think he got like mad and he like and I found this painting. I think it's let me see when this fucking painting is from. When was this fucking painting from? 1781. But I think I found older paintings. But this guy traces back in art. Like if you just Google sleep paralysis demon or sleep paralysis, in this case is what I did. This little guy shows up, and I found this painting after I saw him, and it was literally the same thing. It was like literally just how do I describe this? It was literally just that little demon guy. He wasn't sitting on my chest or anything though. I was laying next to my wife in like a king size bed, and he came out when I woke up from my dream to escape that. I believe I didn't see where he came from, but I believe he came from a mirror and then like floated or flew over to me, and then basically was just like sitting there staring at me, and like he pulled out like this gun with this weird like laser thing, like it was like a white laser thing that like froze me because I'm like trying to get my wife. I'm trying to be like Gabby, grab him. I'm trying to be like I'm like get him. We're trying to jump. I'm trying to jump this like crazy crazy demon thing. and I was trying to be like, I was trying to just like grab it, and like I couldn't move and I couldn't talk. But then I was like, I said, God, please save me, and like it just like disappeared. It like disappeared and went away, and like that was crazy. And the fact that hella people have seen this same thing is nuts, which makes me think it exists. But if you look up like medical stuff, if you try to be like ask like a doctor or any kind of like medical institution, they'll try to tell you that it's fake. That basically your body is paralyzed, so it creates something in the mind to see that. But dude, there's no fucking way. That thing literally followed me from like a dream dimension into real life and like tried to like fuck with me or scare me or bully me or something like that. And I was just like, I'm like, I try to follow God and shit. So like evil's like really weak and gay. Okay, so what else we got? So that's the guy who shot. Yeah, Joe, that's the guy who basically had like this gun. This little demon guy had like a gun, and then that like I said, that painting's from like the 1700s, bro. So that's like, what the fuck, dude? It's like that. So people have been fucked with by this guy, and then I asked my dad later, and I was like, one second, there's a comment. Sleep paralysis is horrible. You can't do anything to break it. Thankfully, it stopped happening years ago when I became a Christian. It stopped. No, that's not what got me out of it. It's just this. In my opinion, I don't know everyone's sleep paralysis situation, but did you see that entity also, or an entity? Some people report like seeing like the shadow man behind everything or something like that, which is kind of like interesting to me too. They see the shadow man or something. And like my dad told me years ago that he had sleep paralysis, but he didn't go into the details. He was just really scared. He told me at the time because he's really young and he was like my age probably or something like that at the time, like young comparatively speaking to how old he is now. But like, so he told me that happened, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And so when it happened, I called him, and I was like, did you experience that? And he's like, yeah, I saw like this entity there, and I don't think he saw the same entity, but it was a different one, and like I don't know what the situation is, if that's like a demonic thing, if it's even fucking real or what. I mean, so waking up during fall asleep during this episode, the person may hallucinate. See, they try to tell you the person may hallucinate, like this isn't real, but we're all seeing the same fucking thing, dude. And then this dude's in paintings from like, I think I found a painting from like the 1400s. Maybe it was this one from the 17, but dude, that painting is so fucking old. And for that to be like something that happened to people back in the day, and they try to blame it on hallucination, but like, I know the difference between hallucinating and seeing, and like, there's no fucking way. The painting's called The Nightmare by Swiss artist Henry something. I can't say it. 1781 is thought to be depicted of a sleep paralysis perceived as a demonic visitation. Which, so I mean, they were saying that shit back in the day. You know what I mean? They were saying that was demons and shit, and we got away from God and stuff, and everybody's like atheist and godless and shit. To where like basically, and I shouldn't cuss either, but I feel like we went to that spot, awareness, but an ability to move during waking or falling asleep. Yeah, they try to say hallucinations. They try to say it, but I don't believe it's a hallucination. If everyone's seeing the same shit, it's like whenever people do DMT, they talk about seeing those like elves or something. I've never done DMT, but like they said, anyone I've ever talked to said they see like these elves that go to the same place. Like they're all going to the same place. Basically, it's like chemical that goes when you die or something. So. What was I gonna say? So that experience. Like I want to see if there's any more like let me hang on. I just felt something holding my arms down awful. I couldn't wake up. Yeah. I think that's what some people were saying. Did you pray to get out, or how'd you get out of it? Quotable tapped in that dimension. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I think it was like a lower dimension I got to from like. I think we could go out of body in our sleep potentially. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that we can go out of our body when we sleep. And like, hang on, so I've heard of a shadow man, an old witch, and epic diamond being the most common. So yeah, Joe. They see a lot of stuff like that. I definitely hear a lot of that too. Like I heard a guy too behind somebody. Like I heard, yeah, there's like so it's happening. It's probably. I believe in the other worlds, man. I think demons are around us and angels are around us and all that stuff. I think it's like all like. I think the battle for the soul's happening all the time, in my opinion. You know, so it's like. And then yeah, no, it's and Holly was saying, I just felt something hold my arms down awful. I couldn't wake up. That's how my dad first described it. But did you see anything like anything like did you see anything around like anything they're talking about? Because like, and I don't believe the sleep paralysis. I don't believe the fucking hallucination bullshit. There's no way. Let me see if I can find older paintings of this little fucker. But But yeah, I mean, like, again, like maybe it was a fucking hallucination. You know, I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm a fucking idiot, dude. So it's like, so let me see if I can find an old painting, the oldest painting I can find this fucker. He's like, he goes back, like that was from the 17 fucking hundreds, and I saw the same dude. That's fucked up. So I can't find any other good pictures really. That was like the oldest, best one that's on the internet, I guess. But that's crazy. Elf people, I see him a dog floating in Buddhist. Is that quotable? Is that fucking is that on DMT what you're talking about? So I've heard similar stuff like stuff like the elves or whatever. I've seen a mantis like dark purple head in my doorway in the after image of my eyes at night at least twice, or something that seemed like a shapeshifter. I have chills. Like, what's your name? Like, I can't say your name, but holy shit, that gave me chills, dude. Like, that seemed like a shapeshifter years ago. I found myself being pulled out of my bed, dude. Fuck yeah, that shit fucking happens, dude. Like, I feel like that's great. I mean, we're telling these stories at 1:30 in the morning, so I'm getting some chills. But this is that I believe in that stuff for sure. I mean, just like if you were just demonic, wouldn't you be fucking with people constantly? That's like the only perk before you have eternal damnation. I saw a shadow figure, but I couldn't make out the features. That's what I was wondering. Is I think I think we're all seeing the same type of energy beings, like and that's just my. Like I said, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm just my opinion. I have no evidence what I'm saying. It's just like I'm going off like my opinions. This is I mean, I don't want to say something's for sure, but that's how I feel. Nah, a lot OD. I'm too dumb to understand what that means. Quotes like, oh, alcohol. Oh, okay, you saw it drunk. Oh, people seem like floating in Buddhist stance. Yeah, it's fucking like no, you could sense like darkness, like evil will try to be like familiar to you, so it'll give you like I'll smell like my grandfather or something like that, but I feel like that's like a demon trick to basically make you think that like they try to give you a familiar smell or something to make you feel safe, but it's just a trick in my opinion. And I personally am part of the UFO crowd. Oh, me too, Joe. That shit's aliens are fucking real as fuck. And those are shape shifting interdimensional beings. I mean, I think at this point you'd have to be a fucking dumbass not to believe in UFOs. Just being honest. I mean, just I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. They don't believe in it, but I'm just saying like that's like fucking how I feel. It's like I just think but yeah, it's like 1:30. I probably should get the fuck out of here. You guys are fucking awesome for like keeping me entertained, like fucking chatting and stuff, dude. Like, Sloan's fucking awesome. She's been on a bunch of episodes. We had her on with David Icke. If you guys are bored, that episode was pretty good. We had Sloan, a porn star, and David Icke all in the same episode. That was a funny episode. That was a good episode. I didn't even fucking talk in that episode. I was just like amazed by the talent on screen. I'm just like, you guys all fucking do your thing. I'm gonna sit here and fucking listen to David Icke fucking talk. But that was a good episode. If you guys are bored at some point, but yeah, you guys hit me up. You guys in St. Louis hit me up sometime. We'll kick it sometime. I'm starting to get poker back up or something. I wouldn't say it was aliens, but definitely a flying object I've never seen before. Oh, dude, yeah, no, I believe that shit for sure. That shit's everywhere, man. That's interesting to see that. Like, you saw a flying saucer. Like, yeah, but yeah, no, thank you all for watching this stuff. I put up a bunch of Rockville footage too. I don't know if that's interesting to you guys. And gals, guys and gals in the chat, I guess. But I put up some Rockville footage. You guys, if you guys want to check that shit out, that was pretty cool. We just interviewed a bunch of rock bands and shit. I mean, I was just like, I'm just some fat kid from O'Fallon, Missouri, dude, and like I was interviewing like Flyleaf and all these fucking bands I fucking love, dude. So it was cool shit to experience like the metal, hard rock kind of thing. Yeah, no, David, yeah, Joe, David Icke, Sloan, the guest we had on today is like a very famous psychic, like that, like Holly knows her too, but she's like a very famous. Sloan's a very famous psychic, and she predicted like the P Diddy stuff. I think that's when she started blowing up, but she's like huge. That was the lady we had on here. She's on the same episode with David Icke, and then my former co-host was a porn star, so we had Nikki Knightley, Sloan Bella, and David Icke on the same episode, and we just like Dave. I'm a huge fan of David Icke, to be honest with you. So that was one of I had yeah Joe. I had David Icke on twice. I had him on once around 2020, and then I had him on like a year ago also with Sloan Bella, the girl that was on here. Like she's a very famous psychic. Like my screen name was supposed to be pronounced Made of Seasons, but wrote it weird. But no, I don't think it's weird. I just think like I don't know. I can't read last names sometimes. Like even so, if your name was even a last name, I'd be like, "What is that?" I could like read your first names like whatever the fuck, but the first names are more common for me to read. But I wrote it weird. But that means that manish thing was like cartoonish almost, unless I was hallucinating. But who knows? I mean, yeah, a lot of medical shit say it's hallucination. So I mean, maybe they figured something out that I'm too stupid to fucking understand. But I mean, it definitely felt real. And yeah, Joe David Icke was on. Yeah, I think I already covered. David Icke was on twice. The Sloan Bell one's my favorite one because like those two's energy. I'm a big fan of Sloan, who's just on here. So it was just cool seeing that. Yeah, David Icke's probably the biggest episode I feel like I've ever had as far as like guest wise. Like the comedian last night asked me that. She's like, who do you think's the biggest people you've had on your show? And I'm like, I had Tommy Chong on, which I think like an 8-year-old and an 80-year-old know who Tommy Chong is for some reason. Like he's just so good at marketing and like a fun character. And like what else was I gonna say? And then David Icke for me, man. David Icke was probably the biggest one I had on like years ago. And then I had him. I was lucky enough to have him on my show twice. Like Tommy Chong and David Icke have both been on my show twice, which is fucking crazy to say. You know what I mean? Like that's just 4 episodes of my show right there out of the 419. And my next one's episode 420. I got the guy. I don't know if you guys remember this guy from like Wendy's, Wendy's Twitter guy who was just making fun of everybody under the Wendy's account. I think he did it for like several years and went like viral and stuff. If you guys are internet nerds like me, you might remember him. He's on next week, I think, and then I got to see who else. But I just been doing these randomly, and I kind of like doing late. Like the chat was fucking dope tonight, honestly, that it was this late. I just never. I've been going live at like 8:30, but some weird miscommunication between Sloan and I made me think that we were doing 8:30 my time originally, but I described that to her. So like it went by her. We went by her time tonight. Like yeah, Jeff, the vitamin D, Jeff Bowles in the comments. He's a writer. That vitamin D3 episode was number one for years, bro. That was the number one episode for years. Jeff Bowles is a best-selling author. A bunch of other stuff. He's got a lot of books. I mean, he's one of my friends. I think quotes. We played poker with him one time, probably. If you may know him. But yeah, check out some of his medical writings on D3 and how like you can heal from that. That could be interesting to a lot of you people if you like. There's a lot of diseases that can be cured with like D3 and then taking like vitamin K2 and magnesium supplements that are depleted from the vitamin D3. But like you can look up Jeff Bowles vitamin D3, I believe, and like he'll come up with the book. He is the longest fucking title in the world for the book, but no, he's a good writer and stuff, and good friend of mine, obviously a great friend. Forever Conscious Research Channel. One watched and he talks about NDS, and one person seemed to experience that egg thing. I think you possibly said you're yeah, mine was like a sphere. It was like I felt like my soul was like this white light, and I was stuck in this like sphere. It's like a punishment. It was like a round little white sphere like thing. And like I was there for like a period of time, whatever the fuck time is when you're out of your body. I don't even know if time's even real. I mean, other than like in this like slow vibration on Earth, but like I feel like I feel like I was like trapped in that thing for sure. Yeah, Quotable remembers Jeff. Yeah, Quotable's a good rapper from St. Louis too. If you guys want to look at some music to listen to, I think Joe's a big fan of local music and stuff. So Quotable is worth looking up if you guys are interested in that. I think that entity was taunting you is what I meant. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I was taunting the entity. To be fair, I was taunting the demon, and then it followed me from another dimension to when I woke up, and then Sloan. To answer your question, this is almost 3 hours into the stream. She left about 15 minutes ago. But yeah, Sloan's been on my show a million times, and we'll have her on again. The best episode, if you're bored, I don't know if you've seen it or not. Vita Goddess. I'm not sure if I said her name correctly or not. But basically, like I look up the Anthony Rogers show, Sloan Bella, David Icke. That's the best, in my opinion, the best episode. That she was on. I mean, tonight was fucking great. I always vibe with her because like we have like similar trauma, and I really respect her as a psychic. And she called the P. thing and a couple other things, and like she's just like an all around good person, fun to listen to. I'm kind of a big fan of hers, to be honest. Yeah, Holly said Sloan went to bed. Yeah, she went to. Yeah, Sloan went to sleep. She's actually such a go getter. She wakes up at 4 a.m. where I'm like just up late and the chat's going. So and I fucking love you motherfuckers in the chat. And I haven't seen like some of you guys in a while, so it's good to fucking see you in there. Like and then some of you I just met, I guess. But no, it's just that's why I'm staying around. Just fucking I'm like I could go, but I'll bullshit a little bit longer. But yeah, no, Sloan was on some good episodes. She's probably been on 4 or 5 episodes of the show, and I'd have to guess. Yeah, the near death experience is. Forgive me for maiden. Maid, I'll call you maid if that's not disrespectful or something. But please excuse me. I forever conscious channel reviews and like yeah no the NDEs near death experience are interesting too. We did some episodes on that. I would fucking love to talk to some people on near death experiences again at some point. Like those are really interesting. And I just love talking about shit like that. Like yeah, Joe. Sorry, I was repeating it because like I was repeating the Sloan and David. I think is Vita Goddess was asking where Sloan went, and I'm like, you might have missed her this time, but there's a better episode you can go back and watch. That was pretty good. Um, First book, The Miraculous Results of Extremely High Doses of the Sunshine Hormone, Vitamin D3, My 1-Year Experiment. Yeah, so that book that Jeff kind of misspelled in the comments is close to how his book is spelled. It's the longest title I've ever seen in my life. But D3 has done so a lot of stuff for people. And I think Holly said something like, what'd she say? Take D3 to prevent breast cancer is what Holly said. But so basically the way Jeff explained this to me, and forgive me for whatever, but like yeah, forgive me for whatever's wrong. But Jeff was explaining that basically this is the hormone from the sun we're not getting because we're all inside all the time and just staring at screens and whatever the fuck. So the vitamin D3 is like what would naturally almost or not, I don't know about naturally, but it would cure us of most of our ailments anyway if we're getting proper water, like clean water, clean air, clean food that wasn't like full of like genetic poison or whatever it's called, GMOs, whatever, and then genetically modified poison, and then if I wasn't smoking and drinking and dumb shit, and like if I was a cleaner, I think you'd heal faster, and that's the hormone from the sun. It's not really a vitamin; it's just a hormone from the sun. Please excuse me for I think I already reached that. Like, yeah, I know. Last night's episode was pretty good. We had this comedian Jessica on, and she's from like the Austin scene. She was pretty funny. She had a lot of like just funny videos and stuff. D3, if it's good for boobs, it's good in my book. That's hilarious. But yeah, Joe, if we get poker going back again, you'll have to come play poker with us sometime. I think a couple people like Quotable and Jeff play poker sometimes. On Mondays when we do that, if we get that going, you gotta come out. Are you still in St. Louis, Joe? You still out here? But what else is going on? This weekend I'm at Lake Ozark, which is kind of fucking fun. I don't know what you guys got going. It's kind of last minute to invite people, but I'm at Lake Ozark. I got a hotel at the Regalia. I got a show with Marty Birds. I'm doing a comedy show 6 to 8. I think Jeff, you went to one of them. We were drinking in one of them. Just like I think the other comedians were getting eaten alive at first, and then yeah, no, I think a lot of people were very just like they got eaten alive by the crowd. Jeff just looks at me, he goes, "Good luck, man." And then I just go out there loud as fucking take it over. You know, it's like, but no, it's a tough crowd. I love that shit, so it's kind of fun to do. What do we got? Intuitive Goddess, big Sloan supporter. She's always a great time. Yeah, no, Sloan is one of my favorite guests and probably one of the people I've had on my show the most. Like her, like how, I don't know. Because Jeff Bowles in the comments, I probably had him on 5 times in the church. Something I don't know the exact number, but he had stories talking about cloning his dog, had stories about in Thailand. So I mean, Jeff might be up there. Jeff and Sloan are probably up there for the most people I had on my show, and then Mary the Medium are probably like the people I've had on the most, probably just in sheer numbers. Because Jeff used to come over when we first started the podcast, where we just sit around with a bunch of people talking and stuff. And so I mean, he was on a lot of those. But yeah, let's play poker sometime, Joe. Like fucking hit me up on Facebook or whatever the fuck. I don't know how to hit me up on YouTube, but hit me up on Facebook or something. We'll fucking play some poker on a Monday or something. Like, I'm gonna check out. I said he looked like Christopher Reeves. Didn't like that. Who looked like Christopher Reeves? I'm gonna check it out. I said he looked like Christopher. Who looked like Christopher Reeves? That's funny. And before accident or after the accident, that's what's important. Because like Christopher Reeves before the horse accident, it may be a compliment, you know, but after, it's probably not a compliment. But what else we got going? Yeah, comedy this weekend. I think I already said that. We're okay. So from 6 to 8 is comedy, and then after we're interviewing a bunch of drunk people and turning into like a TV show kind of vibe, like where I'm gonna have my comedies like the intro, and then we're just interview a bunch of drunk people in Lake Ozark, and just like it's like those people are just wild as fuck. So we're gonna interview them and shit. You said Jeff looked like Christopher Reeves. That's so fucking funny, dude. I don't really think that, but it's at least like I'm a sucker for a good Christopher Reeves joke though. Let's see. My grandparents lived in Branson. Shout out Missouri. Yeah. I did a show in Branson a month or two ago. I love it out there. I stayed in a water park hotel when I was in Branson doing comedy. It was nice. Do you guys believe in timeline shifting at all? And feel free to answer in the comment in the chat too. The answer with me. I'm curious what everybody thinks. But do you guys believe in timeline shifting at all? I've had a good life, but also I've had so many regrets and keep reading Reddit things on what people experience. I guess I just need to change my life presently. Like, well, I believe in timeline shifting. I believe in like parallel dimensions, the Einstein Rosenberg Podolsky bridge. I think was the theory on parallel dimensions and stuff. I think those are the scientists that did it. I believe in all that shit. I definitely I'm a sucker for it. You know, I'm a sucker for like sliders and Rick and Morty and shit. So I hope it's real at the very least. I have a good life, but also have many regrets and keep reading Reddit. Like here's the thing: like grass is always greener. Like you could look at like other people's lives on the internet and be like, wow, that's what I should be doing. And like maybe take some fucking like inspiration from some shit if you feel like you should be doing it, you know. But other than that, I mean, just like the grass is always fucking greener, man. Like I could fucking flex on what do I feel like I'm doing, but like the next person, there's so much beauty and fucking like amazing things going around in life and everybody's life that you either overlooked because you're looking for the next thing or whatever. I don't know your situation though. You know what I mean? If you want to do something, just do it. You know, it's like, I guess I need to change my life presently. It's like, if you feel like you need to change your life enough to where you're telling me that, you know, I mean, like what in particular makes you feel that way? Maybe give me more context, but I'm just saying, like, if you feel like you should change your life, you should always, you know, like you should, anything's possible. Like I'm some fucking idiot from O'Fallon, Missouri, dude. Like, I mean, like, then I'm doing whatever I want to do. I mean, so I feel like that's the vibe, dude. And, when we were playing poker before, yeah, no, I figured that. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I don't know. It depends on what age Christopher Reeve and what physical condition. Um, I guess I told my little brother he looked like, or his friend looked like Stephen Hawking before he was paralyzed. But it's a similar vibe, I guess. Like, but no. Okay, so this weekend, yeah, we're shooting like this stream, interviewing people. Next week, I got a couple podcasts going. Like, trying to think where else. I might be going to Chicago soon. I might have a show in Chicago. I got to figure. And then someone was telling me something about I'm back in Jackson, Missouri too. I think pretty soon. I got Lake Ozark, Chicago, Jackson, Missouri. I'm kind of staying local because I like that I have a fucking pool. So it's like I finally have a pool. So it's like I'm at the age where I have my own pool, and I've never been at that age. I had my parents' pool. I don't know if that counts. I've had friends' pools. I don't know if that counts. But like finally at the age where I have a pool, and I'm old enough to have one, so it's nice. And I just don't want to leave my fucking building a lot of times unless I'm going to Cusimano's. It's like a 3 a.m. bar. I drink with some of you guys at. But yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling now, and there's no real point to what I'm doing. It's getting late, but we're about the 3 hour mark. I guess I'll wait 4 more minutes so it's 3 hours, so I could say I did a 3 hour podcast. But thank you, people, for keeping me entertained in the chat for sure. Like, I checked your channel. 1 Halloween movie, 2 ghost star rock stories, and 3. So you're number 3. Yeah, Jeff. That was probably how many fucking years ago was that, Jeff? Like 7 years ago or something, bro. That had to have been some fucking time ago that happened. So like I was back in my old apartment, I think, or my wife's apartment at the time in Shaw. I think like the Shaw neighborhood. So I think like that was where that interview would have happened. So it was a while ago. I'm in some weird '80s boardroom right now. Like I don't know if like you guys can see this, like some weird '80s boardroom, like y'all fired. It's like there's like a fucking I look like a fucking trailer park version of Donald Trump in this fucking thing. But David Icke's number 6. Cool, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes. I also had the Westboro Baptist Church on a couple times. I interviewed him myself. I interviewed him with my favorite rock band as a kid, Smile Empty Soul, and I interviewed him again by myself. And those are always good episodes. Timeline shifting sounds like something I could easily screw up. Yeah, dude. I feel like anything. It's so complicated. Yeah, that's funny, bro. That's funny. It does sound complicated. But yeah, no. On YouTube, I think it's that Halloween movie I shot, which looks like some fucking college film. Rockstar Ghost Stories, where I had like Hinder, Orgy, Edema. Fuck, who else? Blue October, and then Nikki Knightley at the time on there. Yeah, it does look like fucking dude Joe. It does look like fucking Patrick Bateman in here, man. Like, it's a fun vibe. I'm in between offices and seeing if I want to buy this building and stuff, and then I'm like, so I'm in between offices trying to figure out what I want to do. So I just in this giant boardroom to stream. It's like I play video games in here sometimes. It's pretty fun. Like like when you live in like a building in St. Louis, you have the entire building to explore. You know, it's like it's a fun kind of thing, like seeing like what the Western world once was. You know, like the decay of the West. In the past, my only internet was on my phone, and when on my YouTube app phased out, my old phone I only played Rumble. So when looking for Sloan videos, I discovered your channel. So thanks for these collabs. Oh, that's dope, dude! You found me on Rumble. Fuck yeah, dude! Rumble's been very good to me. They put me on the front page a lot. Like, I mean, we probably had, after running it for 3 hours, we had thousands of people at one point. We're down to 71 people, and most of them are on Rumble still. Rumble's the ride or die motherfuckers. Like, you know, it's like that's crazy. Like Vlasi, what's that? Oh, Vlacky. That's that. Okay, so number 7 was Vlacky. Oh, because no, that was his rapper named Vlacky. He had one of the Island Boys with him, and I think that's why it blew up so much. It was like the time the Island Boys were blowing up, and he was one of the Island Boys' friends, and I think they shared that. That's why it blew up. And then who else? Ike is 7 or 8 or something. Yeah, no, David Ike's on a bunch of episodes, so. Yeah, he's on a bunch of them. And then on my Rumble, my biggest account is that Jeff, you actually gave me the title of I think it was like whatever you title you came up with for my Hawaii episode. That's my most viewed video on Rumble. And also my most viewed interview on YouTube is actually this Missouri teacher that it was this Missouri teacher that had an OnlyFans, and I interviewed her like the week she blew up. So that episode had like 130,000 people watching it, and like that's probably my biggest YouTube video, but it wasn't a live stream. It was posted later or something as a video. So I think that's why. Wait, one of the two. No, I don't. Hang on. No, the Halloween movie, Ghost, the Rockstar Ghost Stories, and the Vitamin D3 were all videos that were uploaded. My largest live stream was the girl from it was this Missouri teacher that became an OnlyFans girl. That was my biggest one. Okay, I hit my goal of the three hour mark. Holy shit. I need to fucking get some sleep. I'm fried. I got some comedy shows this weekend. Yeah, Politically Correct in Hawaii. Sorry, Jeff. Yeah, that's right. Politically Correct in Hawaii is the name of the comedy special I have on Rumble. That is my most viewed Rumble video at like 130 something thousand something like views or something like that. Hot for teacher, huh? Yeah, no, my wife's a teacher, so I'd say so, Joe. Like, it would be hot for teacher, like for me as well as my wife being a teacher too. But no, that I know you're talking about that OnlyFans girl. But yeah, no, she's out of some small town. I had her on. That was a pretty big live stream. I think that was the biggest live stream on YouTube that I've done. Kick, I've done some bigger ones. I consistently kill it on Kick. But yeah, guys, I fucking love all you motherfuckers. Like, good catching up with you guys. We'll hang out with most of you guys soon. They live in St. Louis. We'll have to get some poker going again soon. Now it's nice out, and I got a new area to play poker in with the pool and shit. So, yeah, thanks for watching the stream. Like I said, check out. Let me know what you think of that Rockville shit, because there's like, I'm kind of proud of that edit and stuff. I edited that all myself and stuff. I had my friends shot it with their cameras and stuff, so I'm not trying to take full credit. And my buddy Joey Odell came up with the idea when we were on the phone. He's like, man, you should cover Rockville. And it was my second year doing it, and I'm kind of proud of the footage. So let me know if you like it. And I got to get some fucking sleep for some comedy show. Yeah, man, I'm feeling the sleep behind my eyes. Yeah, no, dude. And yeah, fucking good night, all of you. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being fans of Sloan. Thanks for being, a lot of my friends are in here too. So nice seeing you all, motherfuckers. We'll have to hang out soon. I'm going to fucking get some beauty sleep because I look fucking old and haggard and ugly as fuck. So I'm going to get some of that beauty sleep I heard about. And God bless each and every one of you. I hope all your dreams come true. And I appreciate you like coming here just to watch this, even if it's down to 72 people in the third hour. But that's still fucking awesome. Even that's like a fucking small comedy show or something, you know. So I appreciate that. Some people never get that far, you know. So thank you all for participating in my delusion. And like most of you fucking talented people yourselves, you know, that I know. I don't know. I'm around.